It's time to roll, time to slay, time to loot. Grab your dice, ready up, let's go!
Previously on the Chronicles of Celestria, the sky split and something had returned. The airship arrived over Stonehaven, its shadow stretching long across the city, already holding its breath. Diego sought his father, not as a son, but as a man asking and seeking the truth. And for the first time in Diego's memory, Victor Costello listened. Jinglethorn descended, not alone, but with two shadows at his side, two apprentices, Corvin and Alariel Philister, familiar faces to Elirr from his time at the Aetherial Spire Academy. One was cold, one kind, and between them, old tensions stirred. The road to the marble halls was not quiet. Words sharpened, magic slipped in unnoticed, and for a moment, suggestions were made. Gold was spent. Inside the marble halls, the drinks came quickly. Laughter followed, but not all of it was real. Can you hear my dog barking? Can you guys hear that? He just, yeah. Not all of it was real. Ashira smiled, but her eyes did not. Then came truth. Varys arrived, Jinglethorn with him, and Stonehaven had shifted again. Victor Costello had confessed. Chains replaced influence. Others had fallen with him. The web was tearing. But the past was not done with them. Jinglethorn spoke of the skies, of fractures, of the flight of the Vanish, and of Aldrich Windrider, who stepped beyond the world and never returned, until something else did. In his place, a starlight stone, a tome, and a storm, not yet given form. Elirr, not born, but returned. A life exchanged across the plains, a soul bound to the wind, and a truth yet to be unlocked. The ley lines continue to tremble, the skies remember. And when they do, Elirr will feel it first. Elsewhere, power gathers. A tower rises. Dragons watch, and the Heartstone waits. The night drew on, drinks flowed, but not all wounds could be drowned. Zelentrus stepped away into the stone, leaving only silence behind. And in the quiet glow of firelight, Mirabelle felt a calling, not by voice, but by blood. A vision beneath Stonehaven, a ritual, a genie, and a truth long buried. Her father, not lost, but used as a conduit, as a key, as a sacrifice. And she, the heir, Flame was to answer her, marking her, changing her. When she returned from the trance, the fire did not leave her, and somewhere deep within, power stirs. This is episode 41 of the Chronicles of Celestria, Embers of Anarchy. We begin where we left off last session. As the others headed upstairs for the rest of the night, Diego, you moved over to Mirabelle to check in on her, who has remained focused on the flame for some time. Diego, you notice the flame flickers from the fireplace as if settling, and the fire looks as though it's beginning to cool. But what you catch as you head over is, and I'd say Mirabelle, the trance you were under comes to a close as you feel the heat wrap around your wrist and circle on the palm of your hand. It glows as if fire lies just beneath the surface of your skin before cooling and settling. Diego, you notice Mirabelle's hand glow as you arrive next to her. You all gained the benefits of a long rest. Tonight, you all leveled up. However, before you went to bed, Diego, as you came over to Mirabelle, you noticed this glow. And that's where we're going to start today's session.
I think Diego, he's slightly drunk. He'll like pause for a moment and sort of like blink a few times, trying to focus on the situation. and then just like look at Mirabelle to see what sort of like maybe facial expression she's showing or like what emotion she's currently portraying because I have no idea what the hell she's just done. All I know is she stared into the fire and then a hand glowed. So I'm just sort of like, Mirabelle? Just sort of like looking at her expectantly.
Yeah, careful, careful. Also, I'm dead sober, by the way, which I forgot. Careful, careful. This feels unstable.
What?
Powerful, but unstable. I do not want to hurt you. Oh, I suppose
what?
it's cooled down a little bit now.
Come here. And I'll place the hand out to take your glowing hand. And if you give me it, I will cast Cure Wounds at first level, just to sort of try and soothe and ease potentially that burning.
Does it work?
Yeah, no, you felt as though it was searing into your skin in this trance vision that you had, as if it burned, but it wasn't painful. It was almost like a needle going around the surface of your skin. And with this is like it's almost like a cooling sensation, as if running your hand under cold water after it's been touched something too hot is a bit of relief, if not a bit of a shock at first, and then soothing.
Merci. It didn't hurt, but... Well, I became a little bit wiser today. I don't know why. My father, he was apparently a blood sacrifice. They wanted to open a portal to the elemental plane of fire to get rid of Morgre's phylactery. My father was apparently used as a conduit. This conduit is now, I suppose he's still trapped in there, but for some reason, that magic, it leaves a mark, and that mark is now in me, I guess.
I do not know if this is the drink muddling my mind or if that is an kind of confusing story, but your father was used to hide the phylactery?
Well, yes, apparently they need Genasi blood or genie blood to open a portal. And this, yes, well, he is apparently still trapped in there. The blood was needed to open the portal, and now Morgre's phylactery is hidden in the elemental plane of fire.
But he lives, no?
Well, he must live, no? Otherwise he could not give me this. I mean, he gave me this strange power, this ability to wield fire. I mean, it's because of all the things that happened. The echo of a planar breach or something. I don't know why. He gave me absolutely nothing. I could not ask him any questions. He gave me no purpose, no goal, no, come save me, daughter, I'm trapped in here. But,
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to go in there. I mean, I suppose if we have any chance of killing Morgret, we need to find this phylactery, but I do not want to be cast into the elemental plane of fire like a fucking pawn.
I'm sure it won't come to that. So that makes you part genie?
I think so, yes. I mean, like, apparently I'm not like any other fire genasi. I don't know. I've not really met. I mean, I've met others, but not like that. You know, I've never talked to them about powers or anything like that. It's crazy.
That is quite detailed to get told from my mother's fireplace.
Yes. Well, perhaps we can come back here sometime. Maybe He can answer some questions for me.
Yes, are you sure you're not drunk? Because that is a wild story, because my head is pounding.
I might. Well, it is those what are they called again? Those blue egos.
Blue egos, yes. Oh, I have some. You want? You want?
Yeah, I'll have one. I'll have one.
There you go. You can have the rest of mine.
I'll, I mean, tastes fine to me.
Good. Maybe we call it a night and sleep on the information.
Yes, that might be best. I mean, I wonder what the rest is going to think. I mean, it's a wild story, but it still doesn't give me any purpose. Like I said, I really don't want to get cast into the elemental plane of fire to save him or what. Also, what of my mother? Apparently she survived. I always thought she was dead. The people in the orphanage told me she was dead.
What is your mother?
I was told she was just a human.
Okay.
And that when I was a baby, I was found at the orphanage with a tiny soot-stained note that said Ember, which is obviously my real name. But that's all I know. I mean, they never really told me more. They figured it was pointless.
That is a lot to unravel.
Yes.
I can only imagine what you're thinking right now.
I mean, yes, we should sleep on it. Are you okay, by the way? What did your father? What did your father and all that?
Oh, it is what it is. It'll be fine. I
You
worry
sure?
more for my brother and mother. That is all.
That makes sense. Let's call it a night and keep them safe.
Very well. And we can speak more on this tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And I'll take her by the hand and I guess lead her upstairs to my room.
Okay. Yeah.
And we're gonna sleep, Judge.
Very nice. As you guys head in for the night, I would say that you all go to sleep this evening. You're all a little bit tipsy, a little bit drunk. Ashira as well, you've also had a couple drinks today. You notice that Zelentrus isn't there. And you all gain the benefits of a long rest. You did level up to level 6. Elirr. I see a finger up. Yes.
I believe I said I was gonna write in the book, like half drunk and whatever, about like Jinglethorn essentially to Eldrick, like all the things that Jinglethorn told me.
Yeah. We'll say that you write it throughout the night, but it's like drunken scribbles as you're there putting it in. And in the morning, you will come to basically see it saying along the lines of like, we need to talk more. Let's discuss ... is what you basically would get back.
Sure.
Before the book starts to attack you in the morning. Or attempt to do so as you leave it open. However, during the night, as you all lay down to sleep, to rest, it's been quite an emotional day for a lot of you, actually. One in particular was Ashira. And Ashira, as you lay in your bed this evening, as you lay here alone, you feel as though, as you lie down on your pillow, you sink into somewhere familiar. You find yourself back in the hallway of mirrors. You've had this nightmare before. Around you, as you fall here, you wake on what looks to be a circle of blood. Around you, from all the mirrors, you remember this place. The last time you were here, you saw faces of those that you didn't recognize. You saw tieflings, you saw humans, you saw dwarves, you saw children, and you saw old people of all different ages, struggling in some way, shape, or form. As you look around you, this time, as you walk through this hall of mirrors, they show him, Erendor. In each one, he's bound, bleeding, or silent. Each reflection appears to show a different ending. In one, you see him reaching towards you. In another, he turns away from you, towards something else. In another, you watch as he ends his own suffering. And in the largest picture opposite you, standing before you, in this mirror here, you see, it's as though the man who looks at you never knew you at all. It's as though your eyes can clearly see his, he's unrecognizable, as if someone else is behind his eyes. And as you peer at him, the window cracks, the mirror breaks and shatters, and the world falls to shadow. Around you, you feel everything goes dark. And as you search, you see in the darkness there's a single door, a large red door. You can move freely in this space. Do you open it?
If that's the only thing I can see, yeah.
You're basically in complete darkness, and then before you there's just this one door.
Yeah, I'll open it.
And as you open it, the heat hits you first, as you find yourself stepping in to Glacia's chamber.
Oh.
As you step through, a voice follows. It's smooth, certain, and patient. Try as you might, you can't help but chase something that was never yours to keep. Her golden eyes open in the dark, and they're not watching you, they're recognizing you. As you step towards her, he says, "Alone, no matter what you do, the grasp that holds him will claim him. The man you knew is destined to fall." What do you do?
What are you talking about? Just speak plainly.
I know you, Ashira. Erendor. He has a curse. His fate is already decided. But I know you. I can save him. I will not delay. I will not gamble. It's not a matter of hope. Just know that when the time comes that you need my help, I will answer when you call. When he is about to fall, when there is no hope left, when your world feels like it's about to break, I will save him completely. But
At what cost?
in that moment,
I know you don't do charity work.
you must choose me. Not quietly, not reluctantly, not as a last resort, but as your ancestors did. You will choose me over everything else. You will acknowledge me You will know that when no one else could aid you, it was I, Glacia, who held the real power. The one you willingly called on. The one who sits just beyond the veil. Just as your grandfather once did.
If you hold such power, why are you still using borrowed power from Callista? We're in the dream world again.
You see there's a look on her face of irritation. The Nine Hells do not have an open portal to the world of the mortal plane. What we have are followers, worshippers. Since the day of the convergence, it has only opened on very rare occasion. All I want is the mark you carry be given what it should. The mark you carry is not a gift. The trace of my bloodline lies within yours. It's a promise, waiting to be fulfilled. When you choose me, Ashira, as your ancestors did, the essence that lies latent within your blood will awaken. And in exchange, what you offer me is what I deem necessary in order to awaken it. To simplify this for you as the player, Glacia is offering you a guaranteed save for Erendor. However, that's just the carrot she's dangling at this moment. It may be one of your party members, for example. But when you use it, you must choose.
I can use a save on someone else.
You can call on her. She may be able to aid in that moment. But when you use it, you must choose her. Or, sorry, you must choose whatever it is over something else she deems that you hold important. And that thing, whatever it is, will fail or be lost because of that choice. Basically, she will give you what you're asking for in that moment for something of her choosing.
And my bloodline as well. And I have to accept a mark. Well, no, but she wants to mark me.
She will also, she will also, it will awaken whatever is a latent power within you when you do so. Basically, you're accepting the taintness of the bloodline. Whatever tainted sort of latent power has been input through demonic magic has been accepted, and then she will do what you ask of her.
Well, the offer is kindly noted. If you don't mind, I have other business to attend to.
As do I, dear. Until then.
I'll try and open the door and see if I can lucid dream Callista into existence.
Interesting. You try and open the door. It opens. As you find yourself just in darkness.
That's okay. I will just try my best to manifest Callista in that moment as I can whilst I'm asleep.
Okay. I will say that as you lay in bed, as you step through this door, you see the darkness before you. And as you close the door behind you, the heat goes first, and then the light from the door disappears. You stand here in darkness. What do you do?
like I said, I will try and manifest Callista.
How?
I will speak out in my dream.
Mhm.
It's very hard because I don't know. Like when you dream, you think of things, right? So I'm trying to think of her to
Okay.
help. Like I'm asking for her to appear.
Okay. Do you call out for her?
Sure.
Yeah, you see a very faint visual of her. She's as you know her, with her tiefling horns, and her token, as you remember it, looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
She appears before you in her robes and looks to you. Ashira,
You know that other bitch is still using your power trying to talk to me, right?
she made a deal or an offer.
She told me that Erendor is fated to, I don't know, die or something. And she wants me to make a deal with her when it happens that I can save him in exchange for whatever she seems reasonable.
Hmm.
I
There's a look of
am.
concern on her face as you say this.
You are my family. I would rather put my fate into you. If you can help.
Into me. What is it you are proposing, Ashira? How
If
can I
she
help
seems.
you?
I don't know if it's true, but she seems to be showing me different timelines. And I know different timelines happen. I've spoken to Talos. And if he is fated to die or, anything happens to any of my friends, I would much rather seek you out for help than her. Let's break the cycle. Let's not get marked again.
I would love nothing more than to bid my family freedom from her curse. But a deal was struck long ago. We will forever hold her mark. Each of your ancestors has made a decision, has been offered a choice. Many have accepted at great cost. I bear the weight of that burden. I have watched for over 2,000 years as people within our bloodline have been cursed, have faced these tough decisions and choices. What she often offers is beyond what I am capable. However, perhaps I may be able to intervene. You mention Erendor?
Do you know him?
I know the child, though he's concealed from our sight. It's likely that some celestial force is blocking our gaze upon him.
It's the god of chaos. It's Nair. Nair is in him, or something, or they're connected.
That would make sense. The goddess of deceit. Bervis, the god of chaos. Nair, Bervis's crow, which sought out Seraphine following his imprisonment. That would make sense. I cannot intervene with their celestial powers, as often we have limitations against other celestial beings. Glacia operates between the lines, as technically she's not a god of our realm. She's not bound by any contract or any criterion. I can offer you a blessing. And I can try to answer your prayers, Ashira. But I can't foretell what will happen. Fate of mortals is in your hands.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Look, I think I have a couple of days travel ahead, so if you wanted to, we could speak more when I sleep.
I would like that very much.
Let's stay in touch.
Indeed. Until then, you notice that she lifts her hand, and everything around you that was black fills with something like, it looks like an open campsite with your family sitting down for dinner. You have your Yakutus eating and chomping away at the bit. You see Quinn coming over to you, just starting to walk for the first times towards you, arms spread. You see Arya waving at you, and you see what looks like Seamus getting ready to serve up some stew. And it's with that your memory just goes from this moment. He dissipates as you turn around and you go join your family for some food, and then wake happy. A really nice dream has just taken place. And I will say that's where all of you wake the next morning, having spent the night here. Some of you are feeling a little bit maybe hungover. It's not too bad. But what you hear downstairs, as I will say, I know some of you have got your tokens down there already, but what you hear downstairs already in the morning is a couple people serving what looks to be tea to the 2 apprentices and Thistledown. I will say, for the sake of brevity, that you all arrive downstairs, including the vestige. Ashira, do you take with you the stone that Zelentrus left on the bedside?
Yes, I will pocket the stone.
Okay.
And I will let Vestige hop on my shoulder or
Yeah,
whatever it wants to do.
basically plops itself on the stone. So wherever the stone is, it's sitting on it. Yeah, you just basically
Great, that's super obvious now where it is.
Yeah, well, it'll probably stay like within the pocket or wherever you put it. But yeah, it comes with you as the vestige is now with you as well. But yeah, you guys come down in the morning. Diego, you see your mother there cooking away. She looks like she served breakfast already for Jinglethorn and these two. You see that the tavern still appears closed. There's a couple people like trying to peer through the windows, but they're all blocked. You can see the shadows of them coming through the curtains that Zelentrus drew the night before. What do you guys do? As you come down, you see Jinglethorn's there, and you can smell what smells like lavender tea that he's sipping away on. What do you guys do?
Diego walks down holding his head, just sort of like, oh, a tea, sandwich, something, please. Oh, my head.
Ah, Diego. Of course, the usual. For everybody, I presume.
I'm fine. I had a bit of a wake up call there. I'm pretty good.
You're bleeding? No. Your book.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a little nick.
As she goes and she pulls out, I'd say, like some coffee, some tea. You guys can order some drinks in the morning. You have maybe some light rations here on the house by her. You hear in the background as she closes and opens the door, you hear chopping in the other room. It's clearly Rin. She's still positioned here working in the tavern. As Jinglethorn says to you all, "Well, good morning, everybody. Long day ahead. Have you all got what you need? You travel light?"
I just hold up my bag of holding, and I assume that if I, wriggle it around a little bit, you can just hear the books and stuff just bunk, bunk, bunk.
Clever contraptions. Yes.
Well, I have some books I should return, but maybe I can ask a courier. Also, and I point at the book. at my side.
Mhm.
I think I was half drunk writing to it about our conversation yesterday. It says it wants to talk.
It wants to talk to you. That's a good sign. I'd be a little bit worried if it didn't, to be honest.
Well,
Doesn't want to
I
talk to
think-
me, so.
I think I wrote about you, about how you found Mir and how you waited for Aldrich and such.
Okay. And did it say anything interesting?
Well, it just said we need to talk more and we should discuss. So maybe next time I do, maybe you and me do together, or all of us.
We'll have plenty of time to do so on the ship. Well,
Sure.
I would say, if everybody has some food, and I see you've had some tea, and this was delightful, by the way, as he lifts up the cup to your mother, who's sort of like, stop. And she's a little bit embarrassed still to be serving Jinglethorn in her tavern. You notice that the two elven apprentices here are very prim and proper. They look like they haven't had anything to drink the night before. It definitely doesn't look like Corvin was face planted on the table drunk. He looks very prim and proper. You wouldn't even be able to tell. There's a light sort of glow to both of them, almost like they've prestidigitation to clean themselves up this morning as they're ready to go for the day ahead. Jinglethorn looks to you all and says, well, today, we're probably going to be heading out in about an hour's time. So I would recommend that if you have any last-minute decisions or errands to run, perhaps you do so and meet us at the Tower of the Keepers. Does all sound good to you?
Yeah.
Yes?
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, well, come on then, you two, as he stands up, and you see that he stands up by lifting himself off the chair and then just plops down next to it, and the chair is actually higher than he was, as he then scuttles towards the door. His robes, you would all notice his robes sort of drag along the floor a little bit, sweeping as he heads out the door. And as he does so, you see the three of them stand outside the door here, and you just hear, "Is that Jinglethorn?" like coming down the road, like a whole bunch of different people, like, "Oh my god, it's him! Look, he's finally here! What's he doing in our quarters?" That kind of stuff. As you then hear a carriage pull up to take them to the next to the Tower of the Keepers. All right, I will say, for the sake of brevity, you guys have an hour or so to do whatever errands it is that you need to do in the city before meeting at the Tower of the Keepers to join Jinglethorn and the others on his journey to Umbrasia. What is it that you guys would like to do, if anything?
I think Sylas will just enjoy his cup of tea.
Yeah.
And in the tavern with some light breakfast, playing around a bit with his star map, his orb,
Mm-hmm.
as he is doing, as he's peering into it, like trying to figure out if I can see something, or maybe it will tell me something. And obviously, I am trying to use something new, which is Cosmic Omen.
Okay.
Which basically I can throw the thing in the chat for you, which basically lets me roll a d6. If it's even, we got a wheel. If it's odd, we got a woo, and it will add 1d6 or subtract 1d6 to an attack, save, or check from a
Very
creature.
interesting. So it's like a buff basically for the day. It's either a wheel,
Or a
is that how you
debuff.
say it, or and a woe, which is a
Yeah.
debuff. Interesting. Okay, so you can use this reaction a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, a minimum of once, and you regain all your expended uses when you finish a long rest. Whenever a creature you see within 30 feet of you is about to make a d20 test, you can take a reaction to roll a 1d6. Or whenever a creature can see within 30 feet about to make a d20 test, you can use a reaction to 1d6 to subtract. So it's either a buff for you or a disadvantage for them, is that correct?
It's
How it
either
works.
a buff for them or a debuff for them.
Okay, perfect. You
So,
can take
for
a
example,
reaction
if someone, if an enemy rolls an attack roll, I can subtract a d6
Gotcha.
from the attack roll.
Okay, perfect. Yep. Sounds good. Yeah,
So,
go for
let's
it. Yeah,
see
that's
what
what
the
you do.
stars will give me.
As you do it,
3.
yeah, it's very cloudy on this map. It's not looking too great, but you can see what looks like the occasional streak of lightning as this cosmic omen sort of shoots lightning through these clouds that you see on the star map. The stars are hidden behind them. And that's the sort of cosmic omen that you see. Normally, you're used to seeing stars here, but for whatever reason, it seems concealed by this storm you see. But yeah, with a 3, that is odd. So whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make a d20 test, you can take a reaction to roll 1d6 and subtract that from their total, which is very nice. Cool, keep that in your back pocket.
I will.
As Sylas enjoys his tea ahead of the day ahead, the rest of you, is there anything you need to do before you're heading to the Tower of the Keepers?
Elirr would like to go and buy some gold dust.
Okay.
For some of new spell.
For the sake of brevity, how much are you looking for?
I need 25 gold worth of dust, I think, per cast. So I think I would pick up 3, so 75 gold pieces worth of gold dust.
I will say that that's available at the Market Bazaar down the road from you. And as you go over, you just need to write off 75 gold pieces from your sheet. And you'll have that there as gold dust. 3 uses of 25. Yep. The rest of you, what is it that you're doing?
I think I will use my last paper bird and write the harsh truth about her son to Lady Silverwind.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Do you write down basically everything you've uncovered so far, and do you throw that out the window here as you're waiting?
Yeah, well, I might not. I mean, in case it gets intercepted, I might not use like open, like, hey man, your son's a vampire and he's an evil son of a bitch. But I might, in like veiled words that she might be able to understand.
Just enough to get the facts across.
Yeah. And I'm deliberately not saying where we're going because I don't really want to hear the answer.
Yeah, very nice. I like that you've done that. That's good. I'm just making a note. Cool. Yeah, you sent that off this morning. Very nice. As you send this off to inform Lady Parvinia of her son and what he's been up to. The rest of you.
Ashira will, when there is a moment where people aren't paying attention too much, go over to Sophia and just sort of lean over the bar and whisper to her, how much bottles can you legally sell me?
I can sell you whatever we have in stock, Ashira. What do you need?
She like opens her satchel and is like, whatever you can fit in here, I will pay, don't worry. Just don't make it obvious.
Make sure he doesn't drink it all. Gets bottles.
That's for him.
And just starts putting bottles in. Can I have you roll... Let's have you roll 2d6 and 1d10 for me, please. Okay.
So we have a 3 and a 4.
Perfect. Yep. She manages to put in the equivalent of 3 bottles of wine into your bag here, and it's just a mixture of what she had available. And then an additional 4 of all sorts of other mixtures, basically bottles that will allow you to create, for example, Luegos on the road.
Like
or
spirits.
Mojitos. Spirit bottles, yeah. But it's the equivalent of 4 nights worth of drinks. So 4 nights of that and 3 nights of wine. 3 bottles of wine. Yep.
Okay. How much is that?
Just don't let Diego know that they're giving it to you. It's okay. It's
No,
okay.
no,
It's okay.
I hand her,
okay.
I press 2 platinum in her hand.
You guys are way too generous. Okay.
You have been fantastic. I'm gonna go now.
Take care.
Thank you for taking care of us.
Not at all. Thank you for taking care of my boy. And please stay safe.
Diego will keep us safe.
Oof.
I start walking to the bar.
Yeah, I sort of scuttle past you at a obviously bag full of bottles, and I head out of the door as I start heading to the market to get a poisoner's kit.
Yep, absolutely. If you want to write off, I believe it's 50 gold pieces, is it?
I think so.
I think so, yeah. If you write off 50, if there's anything different, we can sort that out between us. But if you write off 50 and add a poisoner's kit to your dash, that's fine too.
Yep. Thank
There
you.
you go. Good morning.
Mother, this is for you. I put 50 platinum in her hand.
There you go.
I close her fingers over the gold. That is for you, Mother. So, I'm going to need some ingredients so I can make blue egos on the road. So I'm just going to take some, okay?
Absolutely, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I start filling my bag of holding up with
Yeah.
blue ego
Let's have you.
materials.
You know what? Because she's just letting you, I'm gonna say, rather than trying to sort of rush it in, you notice there's a couple bottles
6
missing.
left.
You notice there's a couple bottles missing.
Okay.
I
I presume we drank
probably
it.
let's have you roll 2d6 for me, please, and that will be what's remaining on the bar here. Wow, there's 11 days worth of one nights with these drinks. So you see basically 11 sessions worth.
I
of drinks.
will take half, so I'll take 5.
Perfect. You fill it
So
up
be
with
kind.
5.
Yeah.
She puts her hand on you and says, "Here you go. Not all at once, okay?"
What, you want me to drink 5? Look, I cannot drink 5
I've seen
days
the
worth all
parties-
at once.
I've seen the parties that you throw, Diego. I know what you're capable of, okay? Just please, take care of yourself. Please.
Mother, I will. I have one last thing to give you.
Yes. You notice that she's putting on a face.
Mm-hmm.
She's still very shaken about yesterday. But she's putting on a face with you this morning.
I pull out one half of the twin mirrors.
Oh. What the
And I pass her
beautiful-
one.
Yeah. Why is it black?
And then when I pull mine out,
Oh.
this is a way for us to communicate.
Wait. Wait, Diego, can I borrow your mirror, please?
Do you want to look at yourself?
Well, kind of, if it's okay.
There you go.
Puts one behind her head. Oh, so that's what I look like.
Wait a minute, I take both of them.
yeah.
Oh no, the hair's good there too.
Yeah.
I give her one back.
I know where you get it from, Diego.
He's
Okay.
certainly not father.
This is very interesting.
So, I want you to keep hold of that because brother will be coming soon. When the full moon comes, I will reach out. And that way I can still be there.
He will probably want to speak with you, Diego.
I'm going
Does
to...
it work as... Hello?
No. I'm going to use some of my bardic magics to communicate with him today.
Oh,
I'm going to tell him to come here.
okay. I will look forward to seeing you.
I put a hand on her shoulder and just say, Father did the honorable thing, you know.
I know.
He tied himself up into this mess. He tied you in, myself, and Javier. And he has gone to the council, and he has told them everything he knows.
Yes. Master Jinglethorn has told us that Varys has arranged for this to be a safe house. For this to be protected. That makes me
Good.
feel at ease.
Just know that the people that are doing this will receive justice.
Diego,
Although it will not be my hand directly that does this, the group that I am with will make sure of it.
I can't help but worry because of what I was told about his reasons for doing so. I'm concerned for you and your brother. These people, they must have a lot of power to hold such an axe over your father.
They do, but unfortunately for them, they haven't got me on their side. And I just like rub her shoulder and say, it'll be fine. It's okay. Look, use the money wisely. Do what you will. I will be in touch.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. You see that she's beginning to weep a little bit. Like her eyes are welling up.
I'll
She's
just
trying
hug her.
very hard not to cry. She holds
I'll
you,
embrace.
and she just doesn't let go.
And then I just whisper in.
A good 90 seconds to 2 minutes goes by. She's just holding on to you, quite tight.
I whisper in her ear as I'm hugging her, and I just say, you know, I met a girl.
What? Diego? Diego? Who did you meet? Where did you meet her?
Don't make a scene. She's over there. And I like gesture with my head.
Ashira?
No, she
Oh,
just
that's
left.
Interesting. Oh.
I'm just
Oh.
furiously writing my note.
Oh. Diego, try not to get burned, huh?
Good pun. Really good pun there, mother.
I try.
You're losing it in your age, you know.
She seems like a nice lady.
Yes, she's
Very
special.
nice. Diego, be careful, and
I'll be fine.
just know that you're always welcome here, of course, anytime. The same
Of
goes
course I
to
am,
your
I live here.
friends. I know, but
Do not change a thing in my room. If I come back and the walls are painted, I will be furious.
Diego, we won't move. You'll have a place here, always. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll come back and she's more than just a girl that you've found.
Well, don't go now putting pressure on things. That's, you know, I don't cope well with that.
Well, maybe you
We'll
should
just see what happens.
Anything. I'm looking forward to
I
it.
just
Keep
wanted to
me
let you know in
updates on
case I
the-
die. Well, you know. Anyway. See you
Oh.
later, mother. Love you. And I hug her.
There's like a bit of
and I
panic
just
on her
say-
face, and then she's like,
You just hear the jingle of bottles as I like use
care
my
of
bag of
Diego.
holding around.
yeah,
Yes.
you just have
It'll
this
be fine.
bag filled with alcohol now.
Yeah, it's
Has
my
she-
bag of drinking.
You see that she places you see that she puts like a pin onto the wall at the end of the bar here, and it's hidden behind, like, there's a mirror there, but she hangs it up next to the mirror and places it so that it's sitting there so that you can watch her on the bar here, and it's
Oh,
sort of
nice.
hidden just at an angle where no one at the bar would be able to see, but you can see her on the bar here.
Mother, every
Yes.
morning for a check-in, okay?
Okay, I'd like that.
And I tuck the mirror into my bag of drinking.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you do that. She sees you out and she watches you leave through the door. Judge, what is it that you're doing this morning? Mirabelle, two of you are the two I haven't come to.
I
Either
guess
one
I
of you.
just finished.
Yeah.
I guess I just finished my note
Mm-hmm.
and sent it off. I guess
yes.
I'll also. Yeah, I guess I'll also just go to Sophia and thank her for her hospitality over the last couple of. Obviously I had no idea what just happened because I was so focused on my little note.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just thank her for her hospitality and. Yeah.
She puts her hand
eventually-
on your hand as you're talking to her, and there's a bit of a smile on her face, and it looks like she's like studying the way you look. And she goes, "I love your dress today. It's very
Ah.
pretty. It looks good on you."
Ah, merci. It was a gift actually.
Oh?
But yes.
Hmm.
I get a little flustered. I'm not like used to getting compliments like
Mhm.
that. I just accept it. And merci for all that you did for us, for the marvelous feast that you host for us. I hope you will be okay. I know everything has been rough with your husband and everything.
Yes, but I feel at ease that at least Diego has somebody watching over him. As she looks at you, and there's a gentle squeeze on your hand. Stay safe and keep an eye on him, eh?
I will try to keep him safe. So we can come back here and feast some more.
I'd like that. As she smiles, and as you sort of say goodbye to her, she watches you leave out the door. As Judge, you're the only one who hasn't stepped out the door yet.
Oh, look at me, last one. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of watching everyone walk out. I think Judge was kind of just preparing his mind for the days to come. And I think he's just, in his mind, I think he's just telling Hildegard his thoughts of like maybe his fear of, any of these people dying. And I think he is just asking her to help him be the shield that they need. I think as he will then just begin to walk out, as he passes by Sophia, he'll just kind of give her a nod and say, "Have a good day, man. Thank you for your hospitality."
Take care, Judge. Stay safe, and I hope I see you again.
We'll see.
You see that she clutches the water around her neck, the sort of necklace that she wears, and there's a light prayer and a glow coming from her hand, like through the finger joints here, as she watches you leave. And as all of you have now left, you see that as you step through the door, Judge, in walk a couple of patrons who go in, and Rin comes out from the back, and she starts opening up the curtains. The tavern goes back into its full swing. Is there anything that anybody else does before we go to the Tower of the Keepers, Judge?
I will just real quick run off to find, I think, like a jeweler probably. And I'm going to buy 3 platinum rings that are worth 50 gold each. That is my goal. I'm looking for 3 rings.
I will say that you basically follow not too far behind Elirr and go to the market district, and they have them available. So you end up buying these 3 platinum rings for a total of 150 gold. You want to mark that off your sheet?
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
The only very small thing I wanted to do was, as we're leaving, I'll just grab Mirabelle's hand and just say, "Does it still hurt?"
No, it does not hurt at the moment, but it feels, like I said yesterday, it feels unstable. Like I do not know what I can do with this. Might, as much as I want to avoid combat, we might come with some unforeseen surprises.
And I will grab her hand, pull it towards my chest, and I will use my guidance and my once per day guidance to bless her, trying to soothe her hand at least for the morning, to see if that helps at all. Is it still glowing, her hand, like it was last night?
It's not glowing, but the skin, like Mirabelle has a couple of cracks in her skin, and it appears to glow slightly brighter on and near that hand.
The hand itself.
Elsewhere, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just give the guidance cantrip, which only lasts for a minute, but flavor-wise, just to sort of try and ease her hand and make it feel nice, at least.
Perfect.
Not uncomfortable.
And I just smile at him, and then I don't know. I guess I won't let go of his hand, and so we just walk towards the Tower of the Keepers together, hand in
Holding
hand.
hands. Very
And
nice.
then probably as soon as we arrive there, I'll put my gloves back on,
Very nice.
so people don't see it.
Perfect. Yeah. You put your glove back on, and no one can see the mark. I will say then that if that's what everybody is happy doing, we will take you to the base of the Tower of the Keepers. As you guys all regather the base of the Tower of the Keepers, you notice that Varys is nowhere to be seen. There's a couple coalition guards around, and standing right at the base of the Tower of the Keepers is Jinglethorn. He says, "Well, I'm glad you've all arrived. A little bit later than I thought you would be, but we should still be in good time. The crew will have the airship ready for when we're ready to make a sail anyway, so has everybody got everything they need? No last-minute toilet breaks or anything you need to do?"
Wait,
There's
is
not a
another...
toilet on
Toilet on board?
on the airship.
Wait,
For
I
6
cannot
days?
go.
You see, I told you it was worth putting the 2 of them in. You see that Corvin just sort of shakes his head. We have them on board. Well, shall we? All ready?
Let's go.
I have a quick question. Are there any rules on this airship that we should know about? Like, are we allowed on the deck while it's in motion? Like, what? I've never been on one before.
Ooh, rules. Wait, rules. Haven't had many rules since I left training at the academy. I would say.
No rules? Okay.
Most importantly, Bran is our cook. He is very good. Bran is very good. He does good food. Eat it when it's served, as he works very hard to put it together. What else is there? You will have to share downstairs. I presume it's okay for you to share a room. Hopefully you're all right with that.
What, all of us? All?
Well, there's a
Everyone.
hull with a couple of makeshift beds. Presumably
Okay.
that's okay.
Yes,
I
sure.
don't.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. We'll have you on one side and the crew will rest on the other. I'll introduce you to
Well-
all of them shortly. Yes. Master.
Yeah. How does the ship function then? Like, what kind of crew do we have?
Very nice question, Elirr. You see, it's actually a form of magic. Surprise, surprise. We found ourselves a crystal that is infused with that of, well, celestial starlight magic. We use it at the moment with the base of the Air Genassi's magical currents. They formulated it over in Aethria. This one is the most recent airship. It's the strongest in the fleet, and hopefully the fastest. It's empowered at the gemstone. We've been using the magics of the Air Genasi so far, but I've found that using, well, as he tips his hat to you, using a little bit more of a conduit, it's a bit stronger, a little bit faster. Don't tell them my secret, mind you. In terms of the crew, we have on deck a couple of individuals. We obviously have the chef, Bran. I've mentioned him already. We have Ritz she's our engineer. We have Moblit. Moblit is currently the deck captain, if you like. He's the one who steers the ship for us, as well as his right-hand man, Daryl. You'll meet them all once we get up there. There's a couple of others as well, but Danica. Danica is currently with us. She's come all the way from Valoria. She's helping me with some research. You'll meet her. What else is there? I feel bad for not showing you. You know what? Why don't you follow me up and we'll meet the crew as he begins to lead you through the doors. If you don't mind. And the doors sort of open as the coalition guards shift them open and he steps onto the platform. Come on then, as you all head onto the platform with him to go up the elevator.
Yeah.
I think Ashira hesitates for a second, and then you can just hear her. Is this a bad time to tell you all I don't like high heights? And she steps on.
Probably not the best thing.
You'll be fine.
Lear can
It's
fly.
easy to say when you're it's easy to say.
If you
when
fall
you-
overboard, he can
Well-
just fly and grab you real quick. I mean, I wouldn't worry about it too much, right, Lear? You can.
Oh, that would be another rule. Don't go overboard. It's not like an
I was gonna
ocean.
say that's probably the most important one, right? Don't fall off.
Quite a long way down. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
I might survive it though.
Is there like any kind of force field or something attached? Like, do we keep on deck at all times, or am I able to fly around or anything?
You
like
can,
that?
but you will struggle to catch up with the ship if it continues in flight. I'm sure you're very capable in flight, Elirr. However, I wouldn't advise it. Unless we're at a regular temperature, or rather, if the engine is not on full throttle, maybe you would be able to fly about.
Just a quick little question, based on your little crystal thingy. If we are to be attacked in the sky, I guess we need to protect that part the most, no? Because that's what keeps us afloat.
Are you expecting to be attacked in the sky?
We've been
Well-
attacked everywhere at this point. I wouldn't be surprised
Yes.
if something
Well,
happens on the flight. there.
Considering the enemy are literally called Talon, which is something a bird has, you would imagine they might have things that can fly, no?
Well, that's, I suppose, entirely possible. We haven't had any issues so far. With me on
So-
board, I doubt
We've not
many
been on
would
board, though.
cause issues.
Yeah,
So
you
we
haven't had
don't
us there yet.
have-
We
We
bring the
don't have
problems.
any defenses.
Well, the crystal is held at the back near the engine room. Master Cogspin, or sorry, Ritz, as she likes to be called, she would be the one to ensure that it maintains its, well, trajectory and it keeps the engine in flux.
So keep her alive.
I would say so, unless any of you are experienced with engineering tools of that of the Air Genasi kind.
No, not at all.
One last question.
Yes.
Are we expected to do anything to help the airship run on a day-to-day?
Or
Well,
can
it
we
wouldn't help.
Mm.
It would be nice of you to help tidy up the place, swabbing the
Okay.
decks, etc. I'm sure that
Ugh.
Mobilate will help you. It's very
Also,
simple.
I have a pet. If I can let him out on the ship at times.
Oh, it should
he
be able to
may-
do so. As as he looks up, and you remember this being a massive airship, like
Yeah.
it's huge. Yeah. Yes, I don't
He's a
suppose.
giant metal ram. I don't know if that changes things. I don't know if there's a weight limit on this thing, but
I don't believe so.
oh, cool. And I'll cast my steed
No.
once we get to the top.
Blimey. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. he'll
While
have
we're on
that
the
reaction.
elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll have that reaction when you get to the top. You guys
Yeah.
end up on this platform. It's like a large square platform in this circular tower, but it goes the whole way up. It clunks and clinks and clinks the whole way, click, 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 all the way up to the top. And the people below you, these coalition guards standing at the base, they gradually just get smaller and smaller and smaller. You're higher up here than you have been on the mountainside with Forge Heart Citadel. You're higher up here than you were when you were near not Forge Heart, Lava Crest. This is a higher elevation than most of you have ever been to. And as you step out onto the platform at the top here, there's a little, basically a carved, almost like a cave entrance at the top that looks like it opens outwards as these two large steel doors open. And before you see a little wooden deck that has basically got like 2 layers of wood, but you can see through like a rope bridge beneath you. And at the end of this rope bridge is this large airship. You can see that it's attached with rope at the moment on either side, holding it in place. It appears to be floating here, held up by what looks to be a large sort of steel balloon above you. It looks like it's quite a sturdy balloon that's holding this where it is, levitating it this high up, keeping its altitude. You can see what looks to be a couple of figures, one far across the deck at the helm, standing by what looks to be a steering wheel, almost like a pirate ship would have. And then you see at the back of the ship, it's basically like a long deck, and at the back of the ship there's what looks to be a building built into it. You would also see that from this angle, it has quite a large hull underneath that is similar to having almost like a second deck underneath itself, so like a second platform. You guys follow him onto the platform as he leads you across? Well, if you follow me.
Ashira, are you alright? You look a little green.
I am, I'll be honest. The last time I was up this high is when my grandfather thought it was a good idea to try and make an air balloon for fun. It didn't end well.
Oh no.
We didn't go that high, but that was the last time I tried to fly.
Well, if you need to throw up, I'll hold your hair.
Oh, thank you. I will try not to.
We'll be fine.
All right. And as you guys head on, you step over the sort of the base, or the, I guess, the perimeter of the edge of the boat, and head onto the ship. It feels like a steady platform. It doesn't wobble at all when you do so. It's like you've just walked onto another bridge. And as you step on it, you all step across and enter the airship. And I'm going to say that there is where we're going to take a short 5-minute break. Let's take 5, grab some drinks, and we'll come back with you all meeting the crew atop this airship, which you will see when we return. Yeah, let's take 5. And we're back. So, you guys, I left you all just about to step foot onto the boat. You just walked onto the ship. As you do so, you see that the vessel here, this floating airship, waits for you as if it's something just sort of hovering in the air. I would say that you all notice that the hull, as you were walking across, you caught sort of the hull underneath it. It's large and appears to be sort of pale wood that's been carved into this sort of hull body of the ship. It had what looked to be like brass fittings across it all the way around, filigreed, almost like a design, so that was catching the light from beneath you. You notice that as you step on it, there is occasionally on either side what looks to be like sails that are billowing with the wind. They're not just cloth though. They appear to be something that's like a bit more fine, maybe a bit more purposeful. And it appears to glimmer faintly with what looks like some sort of magical weave, as if it's been magically weaved together. I mentioned that you saw the crew members on the different areas. We'll come to them in a moment. You would also see that there appears to be a long sort of point at the front of the boat, holding the sails in place. You would see that there's these large sort of living quarters that you can see ahead of you, or at least what looks to be a hull in front of you. Underneath there appear to be these wings going either side, almost like plane wings, but it almost looks like they're fashioned after a bird, as they've got these sort of long fins holding them together. There's a gangplank that sort of creaks as it settles into place as you walk across it to get on here. And as you do so, at the helm of the boat, right at the front, you see a towering orc figure that stands with very quiet authority, one hand resting against this polished control steering wheel. I would say you can probably make out there appears to be some glowing sigils on this, maybe purple sigils glowing at you. You can see that there is, I guess, another couple of other people out on the deck at this moment. The first two who step on are the apprentices. They break that the sort of barrier and walk on. Jinglethorn then leads the rest of you on. As you do so, the orc sort of waves to you all. He doesn't say anything. There's no panic. There's no emotion. He just sort of waves to you all. And you see, if I take you to this screen, you notice, and I'm hoping this is the right music for it, so let me know. We're gonna go with this one. It's a bit dramatic, but whatever. I just click move party. There we go. Cool. You guys see the boat here. I would like you to imagine there is a tower that you guys are stepping off from over here on this side, almost like a wooden bridge that led to here. Jinglethorn had led you on. You saw the two others go around this corner that he's at, and you heard a door open and close as they stepped inside. You see the orcish gentleman standing on the hull over there at the top, at the helm of the boat, with this steering wheel in both hands, one looking at you as he waves. You also see this gentleman here, this human figure, imposing gentleman with what appears to be sort of scars across his face. He's completely bald with a long, bushy beard. He is human, but built quite heavy, quite strong. You see he's got what looks to be leather straps around him and what appears to be a long sort of metal chain with a leather strap on the end that wraps around his wrist. And at the end of the chain appears to be these large, almost like anchor-shaped claws, steel claws, which he sort of swings gently on the end of a rope. You can see that there are what appear to be sort of shadow creatures held within cages on this boat. Each one appears to be faintly, almost like an essence moving around as they're in these sort of cages, just loosely on the deck. You see what appears to be hatches that would lead you to the hull beneath you, as well as in the center here is a large crate opening that would open into the hull beneath. Jinglethorn looks you all. Before you're alarmed, don't worry, these are purely manifestations of air magic. He looks at you, Elirr. These beings are shadows who, well, they shouldn't really be on this plane. I'm hopeful that one day we'll be able to send them back where they belong. At the very least, once we get to a ley line, I should be able to briefly open the portal to send them home.
So, how did you get them?
It's a very long story, Elirr. However, These are from all over Celestria. Some of them arrived in cages. You may notice, as each of them sort of moves ever so slightly, there's a faint sort of glimmer. You may notice that some appear to be animal in nature. Most are harmless, aside from this one here, as he points to the one with the red eyes, which makes it nice and easy to remember which one it is. This one's a bit more hostile. These are basically beings that are from another plane that have not quite settled here. They don't have the, well, proper binding to keep them here, and without help, they may cease to exist. I am well versed in what this requires. My belief is that these elementals come from the plane of fire, as he looks to you, Mirabelle.
Well,
The smoky nature about them, this one here I believe to be a mephit, as he looks at the littler cages. These larger ones, they may become fire elementals soon. I wouldn't like to see that on this wooden boat. So there is a protective coating on the cages. However, please, 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 do not open any of the doors. Are we all right? You mentioned rules, Master Diego. That's one for you.
Good, and I like the master. Keep it that way. Thank you.
Yes. Some have
I'll
to
add it to
earn
my
it.
titles.
He steps forward. He then gestures for this gentleman to come over, who makes his way on over to you guys. He sort of salutes you. Hello, welcome. Welcome, the name's Darryl. People call me Iron Hook. As you see his iron hook on the end of his chain. I'm in the employ of Master Jinglethorn here. We are part of the ship's crew. Anything you need or want, you are more than welcome to ask, and I will see to it that you are given at least a hearing with whoever it may be who can provide you with such. Your beds have been made downstairs. I'm sure Master Jinglethorn will show you. He mentioned 7. I see there's only 6 of you. There is enough beds for more than the 7 of you, though, or 6 of you, should you need them. Master Jinglethorn, are we good to go? As he goes, yes, sir. So, crew, these are, and he introduces all of your names. This is Darryl. Behind him over there, we have Moblit. Moblit is the deckhand, the ship captain, if you like. He is the main sky captain of this vessel. He will be driving us, or leading us, steering us to Umbrasia. If you follow me inside, he opens the door and leads you in. As he opens the door, you see there is a room. If you guys want to head on in, you can do so. I will move the token. You see there's a room here with a bed. There appears to be notebooks, letters, a quill in an ink pot. You see there are scrolls in this sort of jar. There's a little plant pot over here. And in the middle, there's a map of Celestria, including the islands of Atria up north, as well as what looks to be a mountain way off south in the far distance with a picture of a dragon going around it. You would also see that there is a bookcase behind these two gentlemen, which has all sorts of labels and things sticking out of it. But the two individuals that you see, other than Jinglethorn in here, the first is that of a red-haired human female who looks to you all. You notice that she may be... Yeah, she looks to you all, and she's wearing what appears to be a fine, almost like a capelet, a blue capelet with a golden sort of filigree around it, and a blue necklace holding together a golden necklace holding together a blue gemstone. She looks to you all and she goes, welcome aboard. I am Danica. I am of the Valorian Archaeological Society. I've come over and I'm assisting Master Jinglethorn in archaeological finds throughout the adventures that he is on, especially relating to that of the Starlight Stones. I'm here on behalf of Grandhaven. Pleasure to meet you all. The name is Danica, as she goes to shake your hands and do so.
Do I recognize that research facility's name?
Nope. Yeah, let's have a history check. The Archaeological Society of Valoria. Let's have a history check from you, please. Let me know what you roll.
29.
A 29? Yeah, okay, yeah. You've heard of it. Yeah, they do a lot of research. The Archaeological Society, they tend to go all the way across Celestria, collecting artifacts and looking into everything from archaeological finds. I would say that Judge Gamma has heard of them, as they were a thing way back when he was a thing as well. The Archaeological Society of Valoria, or Valorian Archaeological Society, I'll say it a million times until we get it. That one, the VAS, I'll call it VAS, they are the sort of the leading museum curators for archaeological finds and digs across Celestria. They've uncovered things from artifacts and relics of ancient history, all the way to modern day, looking into, for example, the Starlight Stones on behalf of Jinglethorn. Jinglethorn, he lets you know that she's an envoy who was sent directly by Lena Leinhart. She's worked with Starlight Stones under her employ, and she's joining you here on this adventure. She's a scholar and observer. She appears to be an envoy more than anything else. She's very much got books at her side, what appears to be scrolls. You notice it's a magnifying glass, and she's wearing very pristine gloves that are pulled all the way down to basically her elbows. They call all the way down. And she politely sort of looks to you all and is very inquisitive as she looks to you and sort of goes, "Oh, a Warforged, Master Jinglethorn. I wasn't aware that we'd have a Warforged with us here today." As he's very interested in all of you and looks at you all quite inquisitive. I'd say, you know what, passive perception, I'd say it's fairly obvious for all of you. She's almost looking at you like she wants to study you. She's clearly got questions at the back of her mind she hasn't asked yet, but she looks very interested in this ragtag group of people. Maybe less so Diego, because you're a human. The rest of you, she's very interested in.
Don't lie.
As she looks at you all. I'd say that next to her you see what appears to be a beautiful, what looks to be elven. You know what? Can I have a perception check, please, from everybody? As you look at this girl, with the white hair and sort of blue blouse with golden stripes across it. You look at her, she's wearing a long dress with this sort of fine tunic over the top. Okay, you know what? Mirabelle and Diego. Interesting. I guess it kind of makes sense. The two of you recognize what this is. You've probably only seen one or two in your time. This lady appears to be a Celestar. She appears almost half elven, but she looks to have something about her that is almost astral or star touched. The light in her eyes appears to glow and have literal stars in it. You can see what looks like very faint glowing magic through her hair, almost unnatural. It's pristine. Her skin appears to be translucent in places, almost like you can see through it, but there's nothing like bone underneath. It's almost like you're seeing into, if you imagine an art painting that's been smudged, it almost looks like that, like it isn't quite forming in that place. But she looks to you all very inquisitive. Her eyes, I would say that Diego, with a 21, you also notice she's particularly fixated on Sylas.
I was going to nudge Sylas, and as she sort of looks over me and I can feel her gaze going past me to him, I just give him a quick nudge and just go, "Sylas, have you seen her eyes?"
Yes.
Lost for words? Oh.
There seems to be a frog in my throat. Yeah.
Yeah, she digs you. And then I'll just go back to the convo.
I just my eyes just wide and what do you mean?
I would say one of the other things, Ashira, you would notice, as I believe your passive insight is 18? 19?
Insight?
Yeah, insight, yeah.
19.
19. Yeah, you notice that 19 is crazy. She has at her side what appears to be maps, like a long scroll that you know is too long to be a scroll. It is like a map that she tightly grabs as she looks at you all. But you notice that as she's looking at Sylas, there's something about her that almost looks like something's lit up in her eyes, like she's seen the light or something. Like she's like, wow, as she looks at Sylas. She then introduces herself to all of you. Sorry. Mind my manners. My name is Sereniel Seren Velena, I am the navigator here for Master Jinglethorn. I will be your navigator and celestial guide. As she looks at you, Sylas, her eyes just fixated on you. I will chart the courses for the journey, not just using the maps, but also following the constellation of the stars. As her eyes open and you see these stars like glitter in her eyes. Pleasure to meet you all. And who might you be? As she looks to you all, but I would say she says this to all of you, but she's like locked eyes with Sylas.
I'm Sylas. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sylas. I can't help
May the
but
stars
notice.
be with you.
There's a smile across her face. Ah. And may they guide us always. A druid of Silvana.
So it seems.
I have studied her many times, though not a druid myself. I fall into more of a priesthood in Valoria. It's a pleasure to meet you, Master Sylas. I'm sure we'll have plenty to discuss.
I'd like that.
As would I. And the rest of you.
Oh, don't worry about me, just Diego.
Yes, the constellation of Luna advised me of your arrival.
What did she know?
Indeed. There's a bit of a smile as she sort of looks. I'd say you all say your names, and Jinglethorn maybe calls out each of your names and introduces you all. Yes, Elirr.
I will be kind of like over on that table. Are there like papers and stuff spread out, like research?
Yeah, there's a ton of notes. There appears to be a letter from different councils. There appears to be a request from Eclipsia, which you would know is in Umbrasia. It's a city. You would know that most of the letters that are stacked here are from what appears to be leading councils, basically kingdoms, kings, scholars. They're all official seals and stamps. He's basically just left them stacked on a table. There also appears to be what looks like a graduation certificate, which he appears to be signing his name on for different people of the Ethereal Spire. You yourself have received one of these in the past.
Yeah, I'm just like kind of bent over the table scanning things, and just turning my head shortly when she asks like, "It's Elirr," and yeah, then he just goes back scanning the papers, kind of looking at Jinglethorn like with a worried look, like seems like he needs some help again.
Yeah, as he sort of nods to you. Well, got quite a lot of paperwork, as you can see, but if you'll follow me, as he leads you through the door. At the end, the double doors open, and there's a little sort of hallway with a nice carpet here. It's very soft. But he steps through, and he points to the left. Over here is your toilet. Had it installed recently. Very proud. As he points to the other side, that will be this door here. This will be where the well, if you're interested in doing any chore duties, we would appreciate your support. As he looks at you, Diego. Swabbing the deck is purely. They have a rota. I'm sure you'll earn your keep and perhaps some favors from the crew if you do help them. But over here is the bathroom. Yes, I will close this door. As still working on the plumbing. This room here on the left is Alariel's. He knocks on the door gently. Lariel? Yes? Okay, yes. I see you're unloading all your clothing. I'll leave you to it. Sorry to interrupt. As he then turns back. You would see anybody who peeked through the doorway there would just see Elariel basically unloading all of the shopping that you guys picked up the other day. And what appears to be a ton more clothes that she bought this morning. He then knocks on the door of Corvin, and Corvin is basically standing at the door, and he opens the door. Yes, Master Jinglethorn. Yes, well, this is my room. If you need me, I will be here studying and occasionally attempting to narrate what is happening on Master Jinglethorn's journey. Yes, if you'll excuse me as he closes the door. He looks a little bit annoyed at all of you for disturbing him, as he then goes and leads you through. And through the back over here, if you'll join me, we have the staircase down to the, all the way down, as he leads you all the way around, all the way down to, yes, well, just here. And I will say that for the sake of brevity, he leads you downstairs, where you all will see. Let me grab you all. Who am I missing? Where's Sylas? Where'd Sylas go?
It's underneath someone.
Yeah, probably underneath Mirabelle because.
Aha! I see. Okay, I'll grab you all.
There.
Okay, I'm gonna move you all and I'm gonna move you down. But basically, moving your tokens. As yeah, let me move them. Yeah, cool. He leads you down and pulls you across to the basement over here. As you guys arrive down south, he goes, if you'll follow me, you hear what sounds like whirring coming from the walls next to you. There sounds like there's maybe magic or pipes sort of humming, a very faint hum on either side. You can feel what is a heat at the back of the airship down at the base over here. But as he steps forward, if you'll follow me in here, as he opens the door, this is the crystal I was referring to. Come on in, please. This is one of the gems from Aethria. We've infused it with celestial magic as well as that of the Air Genasy's currents. It helps us to navigate the ships here. Sorry, Grits. These are our new recruits for our adventure today. As he introduces Grits, who steps forward. He pulls off her goggles and pulls them up to her forehead. You see there's just like what looks to be soot lining her face and these marks of like goggles that are maybe a little bit too tight for her head. As she sort of looks at you all, how's it going? Welcome. This gnomish lady who's putting on a voice, she sort of looks at you all. Well, Master Jinglethorn, everything is ready to go. Hopefully you're feeling well. My name is, I go by Grits Cogspin. Griselda is my full name. Please don't call me Griselda. The name's Grits. You see this soot-streaked gnome with like this wild silver hair and goggles that are just perched on her forehead. Her hands appear to be twiddling, like she's moving what looks to be like maybe a small screwdriver just in and out of her fingers. Then she sort of tightly adjusts her belt and like puts a tool down. I am the engineer here. Though I'm no Giric, I'm definitely capable of creating these and maintaining these chambers. Please, sorry, if you'll continue with the tour, Master Jinglethorn, I'm sure I could get back to this. As you see, like, one of the cogs begins to, like, burst with air. Oh, let me tighten that. He goes back to tightening it, and Master Jinglethorn says, yes, sorry. Yeah, Grits, I will leave you to it. Please follow me, as he opens the door. Yes.
Is there anything I notice about these crystals? Have I seen any like it before? Or also there seems to be like markings on the floor.
Yes, there is a large runic marking on the floor. That is very similar to something of a ritual that, or a rite, I guess, an esoteric rite that would be performed by Jinglethorn, who creates like these runic patterns on the ground. They tend to glow when he infused his magic into a space. You are familiar with it because you used to have these around your cage when you were growing up or being formed into your place. You're very familiar with them glowing and him using the starlight stone to infuse magic towards the center. In this case, it is a gemstone, a large gemstone that you recognize as being part of something similar to that of Skyreach, which is where you're from in Aethria. It's like basically a large gemstone from one of the floating islands that you would have originated from. It appears to have inside it what you can see is like a vortex of air, almost like it's a glass contained with air, but it's a gemstone. It's solid the whole way through. So how that appears, you're not quite sure. But you are familiar with this kind of magical gemstone being used as a conduit for energy in the past. As Jinglethorn takes you through... yes?
Sorry.
Yep, go on.
Before we leave, I will just say gnomish to Grits. Nice to meet you, and...
She looks starstruck.
We'll hopefully see more of her.
Pleasure
and
to
that
meet
she
you.
takes good care of us.
Honored you speak my language. You speak it so eloquently. Who taught you, if you don't mind me asking? That's such a tongue. It's great. You managed to speak almost like a native.
Well,
where did you learn?
Master Jinglethorn talks a lot to himself.
there's just like deadpan look at you, just, oh, right. Okay, well, if you'll excuse me, she looks a little bit nervous at the idea that you've learned from Jinglethorn himself, as he leads you through to the next quarter. Right, so, the living quarters here. On either side here, we have space for stables and creatures of any kind and like. We have them empty at the moment. You could technically use one of the stables, but down south, if you'll follow me, and I will say you can open the doors if you want, but it's basically empty stables lying either side all the way down. Jinglethorn opens the door at the base and lets you on through. Ah, here we are, the mess hall. It's just like a very simple dinner table, like almost like an outdoor picnic table with some loose stools, what looks to be like slices of ham on either side, some barrels that are freshly stocked with all kinds of food and things. And in the corner, you see washing up some plates is a very heavy-set man with a beard, a bald head, a large beard, and what looks to be a very cheeky smile. He turns to you all. He's huge. He's human, but he's about 6'8". He's absolutely massive, and he looks at you all. Oh, welcome. Who might we have here then? More mouths to feed, is it? Sorry, bear with me. Name's Bran. People call me Three Brews. Three Brews. Sorry, bend down a little bit. He goes to shake his hand, and he tries to shake whoever will shake his hand.
Pleasure is all of ours as we all grab his hand at the same time.
Oh, nice to meet you all. Any dietary restrictions I should know about?
Everything.
No? You eat everything? Oh, I like you already. The rest of you? No?
Well, you know crocodile diet?
Well, yeah. I mean, easy to feed because you eat like a bird, right? So it's a bad joke.
Yeah, heard that one before.
Worms.
I have a question. Do you have any wheels of cheese on board?
Oh, of course. I've just been in Stonehaven. Oh, I bought 2 or 3. Me
and you are going to get on like a house on fire.
Yeah. Sure we will. Yeah.
Have you ever had a blue eggo?
I've never heard of a blue egg.
We'll find out tonight.
Nice. Sounds like a nice cheese. I'm up for it. Well, there's the bathroom's over there, just on the right, the little lavatory. The door's busted, but it's because I'm in and out quite often. Don't mind it. We've also got over here on the right-hand side, there's the crew beds. On the left-hand side there, that will be for you guys. I've taken it upon myself to stack you all up with a nice little bed set. You can wash your hands and do whatever else you need in there. There's little mirrors, there's little hand mirrors on each of the little hammocks you see here. There's just about enough for all of you. I'd say that you don't see them on the map, but they do open out, so they're like bunks, basically. All right, and then through this door here, if you're curious at all, it's just the storeroom. We've got plenty of cheese, meats, food, and whatever have you. As long as we don't hit anything, which we shouldn't do, because not much to hit up here in these clouds. Yeah, you go. Is it? Yeah.
Just seeing what fromages you have in stock.
Oh, we got plenty, mate. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry. Oh, I'm a big cheese man myself. All right. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I'm walking too quickly. All right, here, as he sort of adjusts himself. Oh, there we go. Almost lost my third stomach. Here we are. So, if you need anything, food, water, drinks, wine, vino, whatever it is, come find me. Bran's the name. 3 brews to get you a free one. Take care. Have a good one. As he goes back to washing the dishes. Well, you've met Bran. He's quite a happy fellow. One of the reasons we hired him. Well, if you'll excuse me, that is everything. You have seen your room. You're more than welcome to do as you please. And when you're ready, you can join me back up top on deck, and we shall set sail. Okay? Okay, perfect. As he, you see, he just clicks his fingers and disappears. He doesn't walk back up the doors where you guys walked. He just disappears.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Oh, right. Good. I thought maybe he might have fell through the bottom of the ship or something.
No, he doesn't like walking. I guess it's.
Oh, okay.
I think he's got little legs. He does. Sorry, ignore me.
No, you're all good. So, just to confirm, our room is on the left,
That one on the left there, yeah. That's just over here.
and
Just
the
over
rest
here.
of the crew is on the right.
Yep, the rest of them sleep over there, apart from those upstairs, which is the master and his two apprentices. They get a special treatment up there.
Oh, it's not too big in here, is it?
Oh, you'll be all right.
I'll,
There's double
I'll
beds,
sleep
bunk
out.
beds.
I'll sleep up on the deck at night.
Do you-
Oh, the bunk beds.
Yeah, you got a bunk
Okay.
hammock. Is one above and one below. You know, I personally I like the ones below because it's a bit of a hassle getting in and out when you're my size.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
I
let
just
you
put it as
guys
is, really. But you know,
let you guys take the room. I don't like being in cramped spaces like that. I'll sleep above deck, I think.
in the open
I
air.
All right.
Do you
Yeah.
happen to have crow's nest?
A
on
crow's
this?
nest? Well, not really. We have like a pirate ship almost, like a mast
Well,
you can
like,
sit up on.
Look out.
Oh, like a lookout place. Well, not up there. No, there's you climb up on top of, I guess, the back of the ship. There's a little bit of a spot you can sit on. Maybe on top of one of the rooms. You get a bit of vantage from up there. Yeah. I don't see much of the open air, to be honest. Try and avoid it. Get a bit seasick. Oh, air sickness. Is that a thing? I don't know. You know.
Do
what
we-
I mean.
Do we need to have like a watch for tonight? I mean, I know it's still early, but is there anyone who keeps watch, or do we need to keep watch? Is there anything? I mean, I know things will likely not happen, but you never know, no?
Well, you'll know because they take it in shifts. You see, Daryl and Moblet, they take turns on the wheel, and typically they watch out as well. But I guess you're free to come and go as you please. If you want to walk around at night time, that's fine. Just don't go overboard, really. Haven't had any issues. There's not much up here, but air and clouds and more air, really.
Well, that's comforting to know, I guess.
Yeah, it's just if there's a storm, that could be a bit of a hazard, but we typically fly over it, so it's all right.
Do you happen to have any safety measures, like in
Like
general?
what?
Well, if there is any disturbances, like you say, storm
Oh,
or
yeah,
anything
well,
else that might happen.
There's a bell by the captain. Oh well, call him the captain, Sky Captain. He calls himself. Moblet's got a bell by the wheel. It alarms that sends throughout the rest of the ship. You'd hear it. It's like a big warning bell. You'd hear it if anything was to go wrong. It's not abandoned ship. We've had an issue in the past where an Aarakocra leapt off the boat. Don't do that. We're not sinking. Fortunately, he can fly, so good story to tell, right? But yeah, no. The only measures other than that I know are cups, pints, and well, family portions. That's sort of what I do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. Well, I'll leave you to it. Please ignore me. I'll probably sing tunes to myself over here, keep myself busy.
Just
but yeah.
one important question. Is it like, do we have like standard eating times or?
Yes, you do. It's when I'm finished cooking, mate. Twice a day. Twice a day. Once in the afternoon, once in the evening. If you want something in the morning, you help yourselves. You can cook yourselves something if you want. Feel free to use the utensils just over here, as he points at. I just imagine there's a utensils here and stuff that you can cook at.
Well, if
Just
you ever
don't
need a
set fire
hand,
to something. That's the number one rule. No fires. Please.
if you ever need a hand, I'm a pretty good cook myself, so.
All right. Yeah. You got a good taste on you, have you? All right. Let's perhaps we could do that. Maybe you take breakfast, I'll take dinner. Just kidding. I'm paid by the hour, so you're welcome to help out.
I'm happy to help.
Yeah, I'd like that. Yeah. Just put a brewski over it. Yeah. It's a new drink I've come up with. You see, it's 2 brews, and you put them on your feet like skis, and then you lift your legs up. It doesn't work for me, but yeah. Anyways,
But okay, we can.
Yeah, when you've had a few
Huh?
drinks, it's real fun. Trust me. Yeah.
Very well. Well, maybe we could do it with 2 blue egos as well, so they could be blue egg squeeze.
Blue egg
No.
skis. I like it, bro. That's cool. That's pretty cool. That you should trademark it. I like it. It's cool. Yeah. So that's me. You know where I am. You know where to find me. I won't cause you any problem if you don't cause me any problem. Yeah. Cool.
Sure.
No
what do
dietary
you guys
requirements,
think?
right? Just double
Um,
checking. Double checking. No allergies. Nothing. Solid. Yes. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt. Yes.
It's okay. I think he was talking to us. But
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
just go
Go
back
on,
in my
Thank
own
you,
world.
man.
As he goes next door into the
What do you guys reckon? Do you wanna go check out theirs? Those cages look disturbing.
So,
Wait. We're gonna have up. We're still in the city. We're just leaving in a few moments, right? I want to see the city from above. Like,
Yeah.
wait, yo,
You'll be fine.
Right?
We'll have your back.
I'm
Ashira.
going to hold on to all of you if we're going to
It's
look over the
fine.
edge.
Yes. We got you.
Okay.
I
I guess we'll all go upstairs, yeah.
So
Guys
can we
all
go
head back up?
upstairs, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
When we
Maybe
start
apart
walking
from
back,
Ashira.
yeah, I just sort of hang back, but I'd like to think I can maybe sort of match the pace with Sylas in that like hallway, and I say, Sylas, you know the lady with the starry eyes?
the navigator.
Yeah, she well she was looking at you. You saw that, but I think you should ask her about that map that she has.
Wait, is it like important? Like, did I?
Oh, I mean, it's probably just like a map of the stars, but I think she'd like to talk to you about it. I just think she wants to talk to you, is what I'm trying to say. If you want to.
Wait a minute. Are you suggesting something, Ashira? This is not the first time you did this to me.
Well, look, you know, I think you could join the Fly High Mile Club or something. I've heard of it before.
Wait, that's a thing?
It's actually called the Flyby Club, but yes.
The Fly... Do you know what
that.
it is?
Yeah. You could definitely like talking is good, right?
Only if you want to, of
Talking.
course.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, she had the eyes for you, and she was holding onto her map a little bit weirdly, and I have a feeling it might be constellation map or something, and, you know, you being you probably like that.
Oh boy, I just this morning I took a look in my orb and it showed clouds. Should I be wary of her?
Well,
Maybe
you know,
ask her about it. She seemed like she wanted to consult with you in private.
just to add, she did say that she spoke to Luna, who is the goddess of the moon. And I know that you don't like moons.
So, what do you say is that we'll go talk to her together?
Every cloud has a silver lining.
What he said.
Clever, yes.
I think we'll be like seeing each other like we're on the ship, right? Like I can't
Celeste?
run from her.
You have days, probably, to speak to her. And if you don't want to, you don't need to, you know? I don't know, I thought she was your type.
Hey, buddy. I grab you by the chin, and I bring you really close to my face. And I just say, we're going to be on here for multiple days. Maybe a bit of female companionship while we are in the sky. Could be a good idea, eh? And I just tap him on the cheek and give him a bardic inspiration. And then poof. Fuck! And then come out of invisibility again as I'm like 30 foot down the corridor.
Yeah, yeah. You just like appear halfway down the corridor. Perfect. You guys head on upstairs?
Yeah.
Yep.
As we walk past the apprentices' rooms, I would knock on Elariel's door and just ask her if she wants to tag along or at least chat later.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say, for the sake of brevity, what I'll do is I will move. You know what I'm gonna do? Rather than dragging you on upstairs and downstairs the whole time, would you guys like to have both? And you can tell me if you're upstairs or downstairs. Would that be easier?
Sure.
Yes.
Makes
Yeah?
it easier.
Okay, so you will only be able to be in one place at one time. However, you can have a
both.
token on a token on both. So yeah, you're either upstairs or downstairs, and I will group you all together. What I want to ask though is, where is the stone at this time with Zelentrus? Is it on you, Ashira?
Yeah, he's in my pocket.
Okay, cool. As you guys arrive back upstairs, you notice that you walk past. I think Elariel sort of nods to you, Elirr. Oh, Elirr, I would love to join you. Yes, sure. Let's go. As she follows you out the front door, and as you guys step out here, you notice that Jinglethorn is talking to the two gentlemen, Moblitz, this orcish gentleman, and Daryl, or Iron Hook, as he's introduced himself. Well, if we're ready to go, I think we'll wait for the others just to give us the final heads up, and then we'll get going. Yes, whenever you're ready, let me know, and I will press the button for ignition, Master Jinglethorn, and we can get moving. Oh, is this them? As he looks to you all. You say Elariel? Yes,
Yeah.
Elirr.
Is there any you guys have been flying for a bit. Is there any good spots where we can see things better
Well,
as
to
we
be
take
honest
off?
with you,
Or
anywhere along the side of the ship is very... You can see quite a lot down below. I wouldn't lean too much. I get a little bit nervous myself, but you can certainly look down over the edge and see the world beneath you. It's quite breathtaking. The only place I wouldn't
you-
advise going is the very front of the ship. Moblit likes to see where he's going for whatever reason, as if there's traffic up here to hit. But yes, aside from that, yes,
would you like to watch together?
I would. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. Stonehaven's very beautiful from up here. I believe I found a good place just over here. If you'll follow me, Elirr. She steps over here to look down, and you see just the streets beneath you. And I'd say it's the first time you guys. I know you've seen the map so many times drawn, on the screen here, but you've opened up the map yourself, Elirr, and you've seen it. But as you look down, you see all the carriages moving along the streets. You see people walking, just faint little dots beneath you. You see what looks like shining sunlight. You can see the shadows of different buildings hitting the cobblestone. You see all of these things, and she goes, "And just about make out there's some horses there. They look particularly interesting from up here because you can actually make out what they are." Just about.
Yeah, it's always nice to have this view from up above, not closed in by the walls and houses and
Yeah,
I
the
don't
fresh
know, I like
air.
the open air.
Couldn't agree more. The rest of you, as Elirr looked over the edge with the Lariel, what are you guys doing?
I guess I moved to like another place where I,
Mhm.
like on the other side, because there's cages on it. So I guess I moved a little bit back.
I would say, for the sake of this, you guys can definitely step where the cages are.
But in that case, I'd probably be more like, probably be more like here or something.
Yeah, you can definitely see down below. You can see like the road that you guys came up to. You can see the different levels. You can also see from that side of the ship, you can see where the tavern is that Diego's mother works at from here as well. Just about
Diego, look.
over the hill.
So wave goodbye to your mother.
Wait, what? I like run over to the edge, like almost falling over.
Yeah.
Look, there's a tavern.
No, it's the one on the left, no?
Very clearly.
Oh wait,
the
no,
one
this
on
is
the right.
that one.
Yeah.
Because we just like point at things for a little while, like, oh look, and there's this and there's that.
Jinglethorn looks to the rest of you that are not looking over the sides. Well, is everybody ready to go? Can we make a move? Yes?
I think Ashira just plops down on her butt and she's like, I'm ready.
Miss Ashira, I wouldn't worry about it. Anything whilst you're with me. I will keep you safe in our custody and our care. Whilst we're here on this vessel, we also have Captain Moblit and Daryl here. The sous captain? What do you call us? Assistant captain? What is it? The two captains here to take care of us. They'll see us through to a safe journey to Umbrasia. It's what awaits ahead of us that should be our concern.
Speaking of what is ahead of us, where are we landing?
We'll work that out when we get closer. I presume.
I just do not want to be shot out of the sky. We are kind of a big target.
I agree. Hadn't thought that far ahead. Perhaps we should arrive on a mountainside nearby. Or, I suppose we could rappel down. I could dimension door us from above. That would save us a journey to the ground at the very least. I will figure it out when we get there. If not, we can always, fly down.
I could cast fly on someone and, they could carry a few people, maybe Judge. We could all cling on to him.
Oh, we can ride this! And that's when I cast Steed.
Yeah, as just in the middle of the platform.
I want my buddy to
You
come
just
out. I
have-
haven't seen him.
Oh,
Yay!
what a delightful creature! I've never encountered a whatever it is.
Wait, I could cast fly on that and we could all just hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I
That would work.
suppose that would work. Flying, whatever that is. Yes. Are we
He
ready
has
to
a
go?
name.
As Master Moblit sort of pops in the background. So, everybody ready to go? Yeah.
Mhm.
All right,
Oswald.
Master
Oswald,
Jinglethorn.
go take care of Ashira.
Oswald just steps behind. And Oswald, I don't care what the ruling says. Oswald can talk to you, Judge. You hear in your head when you communicate to it.
Yeah, well,
No
no, he
worries,
can talk to
bro.
me telepathically.
No
but
worries,
he just can't,
bro.
no one else, he can't talk to anybody else.
That's Ashira, right? As he,
Yeah, the red one.
The red one. I don't see color. Is it this one?
Yeah, that one. The one you're standing behind you. That's Ashira.
Yeah, the one that's slightly darker blue. Got it, dude. I'll be here, bro. As he just nestles down, and Ashira, I'd say you notice there's just this large ram that sort of lies down next to you, similar to how Yax did when you were growing up. Not in the same way, but it wouldn't be soft to lie on, but there's this mechanical ram just
I
sort of
think she's
nestled next to you.
a little bit like, this is awkward, but then she sort of interlocks an arm into its horn and she's like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, and it's with that as Jinglethorn gives the order, when you're ready, Moblit, as Moblit sort of looks back and goes, okay, Daryl, if you will, please open the sails, as he goes over to the side and you see he unhooks something and he lets go of the ropes that are tying you to the tower. And as they fall, for a moment, the ship sort of wavers slightly and then begins to move slowly, just floating away from the edge. It's completely still across. Like, the floor isn't wobbling in any way. It's completely still, but it is drifting away from the tower. And there's a low hum rising from beneath your feet, coming from where Brits is, that sort of gem that you saw earlier. You see that there's a flare through the grate that Judge is standing on, almost like a purple glow that goes through. And as it flares, there's a soft sort of hum that's very, very soft, and then begins to get louder and sort of whir, almost like an engine moving. And then that light just sort of glows very faintly across the deck, almost like the whole floor that you're standing on glows very faintly with a light. The ropes tighten on either side. You hear them sort of into place. The sails then catch the wind. The sails on either side of the boat catch the wind. And yeah, then without warning, without any jolt, it just sort of falls away into the clouds. And as you do so, the world beneath you begins to shrink as you gain some elevation. People becoming specks beneath you, and the sky itself ahead of you begins to open up. Initially, as it begins to take off, you guys are, those of you who are looking over the edge, you just see the town getting smaller and more distant. You see the walls of Stonehaven going beneath you. You see what looks like sort of clouds beginning to form around you. And as you guys ascend a little bit higher, it's then that you begin to see a cloud ahead of you. And Jinglethorn says to you all, well, don't be alarmed. Clouds are perfectly soft and fluffy. They don't hurt. If anything, you might need a change of clothes. They're a little bit damp. As you feel the clouds begin to sort of touch the deck. And it's very soft. It's almost like a mist in the air as you just feel the cloud cover as you guys fall through it, and you sort of go up through it, and it sort of begins to brush you gently through the sky. Yes, Elirr.
As we hit towards the cloud, could I kind of do a gust of wind in the direction of the cloud to kind of disperse it as we break through?
You can. There's a lot of wind. There's a lot of clouds, but you can definitely do it. Are you trying to break
just
the clouds?
Like a small fraction so that it's not as damp?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Especially for the person standing next to me, I guess.
Yes, you definitely can, as like your area stays quite dry. I'd say that initially it's quite abrasive, and you feel like that's sort of going from very dry sunlight to this sort of spritz of mist. And then it begins to acclimatize, and it's very, very faint. You can make contact through it. You can see what's going on around you like you can on the map right now, but there is that cloud cover that you're going through. And that's where you guys are. As Jinglethorn sort of, every time, that's so refreshing. I'm going to sit back inside if you need me. I will be just in my room here discussing where we're going to park the ship, Miss Ashira. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, as he goes in and sits down at his desk, or at the table next to the map. Okay, you guys have now entered, for the first time, you've left the world behind you. You've entered the cloud cover. You're on an airship. First vehicular transport. Congratulations. You guys, or I guess other than a carriage. And you guys are now above the clouds. What is it that you guys would do during this time as you begin to see areas of ground, of Terramore that some of you have seen, some of you haven't, of different shades and colors? You see buildings every now and then. You can see valleys. You can see the occasional glitter of something reflecting the light back up at you. Is there anything anybody's in particular doing, or particularly doing rather, in this time?
Bran was mentioning a spot that you can go on top of and kind of have a better vantage point to see. I think Elirr would have a look around and ask Elirr if she wants to join him as he tries to kind of hop up there or fly up.
Yeah. As she sort of looks to you, you know that she's looking at you with a bit of concern, but she's like, well, I suppose we could go a bit higher up. We could use the stairs up to mine, and maybe if we adjust this here, this ladder, we'd probably lift it. Oh, it's not the most sturdy, but if you'll help me, I'm sure we can make our way up onto Corvin's room here.
Sure.
As, yeah. You help her up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that you guys basically climb up on top of Corvin's room here. There's like a slightly slanted surface with what appears to be like ropes stringing to keep things together at the back, tying it together. You're not at all in danger of falling off from here. However, you're basically sitting next to each other on top of this location here, looking out. And as you can see all of the different area around you, you can also see a little bit more off the other side of the ship as well. as this roof is beneath you. Yeah.
And I guess I would imagine kind of putting one wing around her just to kind of protect her a bit, or like keep her a bit steady.
Thank you, Elirr. I've never been this high up on this boat. Hopefully it keeps us safe. You were always so daring. I was never as brave.
Well, we should be quite safe. We're just up in the skies.
Well, Elirr, not all of us can fly.
Well, but I can, and I'm nearby.
I do feel safe with you nearby. It's nice. The rest of you, as Elirr is working his moves in the corner over here. What are you guys doing?
I crack my knuckles and I go, right, well, Mirabelle, I'll be right back. I need to see if I can fix these sleeping arrangements. I don't like these double hammocks. And I go straight to Corvin's room.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
I want to knock on the door. I think the best way to go through the main doors, right?
Yeah,
through this way.
He's opened his door there on the right as well.
I'm like,
oh yes, it's you again. How are you?
Corvin, friend, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you. I'm
Good.
glad to be back in my room.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Did you enjoy those blue egos the other night and the baby gnomish?
If I'm being completely honest,
You had a
I
few too
had
many.
a wonderful time, but
Oh, good.
I did indulge in a bit too many. I've been feeling rather sickly this morning.
Oh, you have?
I don't have the strongest of stomachs.
Oh, well, just to let you know, Corvin, because I think we're friends now, right? I have made sure that
Right.
we have enough for some more blue egos throughout the entirety of this trip. So, play your card, right? And maybe we could have a few together, huh? You scallywag! And
There's
I
a
like
look at,
punch
there's
him
like
in
a
the shoulder.
grimace. There's a grimace on his face of what I would have after a night after drinking tequila if someone talked about tequila. As he looks to you and he goes, well, perhaps not immediately this evening, but I must admit I did have fun letting loose.
Good. And hey, you know, are you, and I like lean in a little bit. You seeing any of these, researcher ladies or the navigator at all?
I am not seeing any of them. No, I'm not.
You've seen anyone?
Well, I prefer not to discuss my...
Oh, no, I only ask because a few of my friends have shown a bit of interest, and I wouldn't want to tread on your toes, you see.
I'm honored with that. That I don't mean any harm.
No, I
If you
mean it's
must
more
know,
as in, you don't shit where you eat, you know? So I didn't want to didn't want to piss you
Right.
off if you were trying to.
How do I put this? I do not like any of the women on this airship.
Oh, that's fine too, okay? I apologize for assuming.
No, none taken. It's something I don't share, but seeing as we are friends, as you say, I feel I can confide in you. I don't mean to be off-putting or to make you feel uncomfortable. I hope I don't cause any broken hearts or anything else of the sort with anything else. If you must know, I am seeing somebody. Yes.
I'm glad to hear that. Are they on the ship or back home?
Well, they are part of the ship crew. Yes.
Oh, Corvin, I think a few blue egos tonight or another day, perhaps.
Could loosen me up a little bit.
Certainly, I'll make sure that I save a few with your name on it. Now, the real purpose for me coming here, not that, this conversation wasn't delightful, because I think me and you are growing a little bond together.
I'd like
I
to
wanted
think
to
so.
know,
Yes.
what it would cost me.
What would it cost you?
You seem to have a luxurious private room.
Indeed.
Now, coming from a man of experience, once you have had a few beers, the swaying of a hammock will settle your stomach.
Well,
Now, myself, I need a flat bed, not something that sways.
oh, he
What
looks
would
at his
it cost
bed
me
and
to,
then looks at you.
Look, what would it cost me? Good friends and all. Few days.
Diego, I couldn't. I apologize.
100 platinum?
but I'm in no need of money. I
Okay.
do quite well for myself. You may have better luck with Elirr. I believe she's quite fond of your group.
So nothing at all.
No, well,
Not a favor.
he looks at you. Well, perhaps we could play a wager or gamble of some sort. I don't
now
need
you're speaking
money,
my
but
language.
you seem like a gambling type. That suggestion you passed on me the other day.
Yes?
If I was to wager my room, say, as collateral, perhaps you could wager that spell or cast on a friend of yours, Master Elirr.
I'm listening.
Well, I'd like you to cast it on him. To get him to do as I say, like he used to back at the academy. For good old time's sake. Nothing obtuse, I assure you. He will remain within the bounds of the ship. It would be more of a...
What is it you want him to do?
Just remind me of the good old time.
Like what? What did you used to do together?
Well, we dueled occasionally, proved our wits and our might against one another. I was normally, if not always, the victor in those battles. The one thing I've really wanted to see, though, was him in a cage, of which we have so many here on this ship. I'm sure Jinglethorn wouldn't mind. In the good fun that is a wager. Of course, I would be willing to give you, say, 2 nights, maybe in this room, while I sleep in the quarters with the crew. So what say you?
You know what you ask. Well, Corvin, unfortunately, I suggest that you go and sit in a cage for the next 8 hours, as I cast suggestion on him.
Okay, what's the save?
It is a wait, I think it's a wisdom. Let me just double check. It is a wisdom save, DC 15. He does have disadvantage because I cast it with a DOS loop. Oh, he's 23 twice.
Double 23s. Well, I've learned your little trick, and if that doesn't seem like a friendly wager at all, maybe I should take it off the table. Pleasure seeing you, Diego. Bye-bye, as he closes the door in your face.
Very interesting. As I come back out, I just want to speak to Jinglethorn very quickly, as I can see him plotting and causing. Jinglethorn, just so you know, Corvin wished for me to cast a suggestion spell on Elirr to have him caged. Just thought that you should know that, buddy. Okay. Nice man, that guy. And then I walk back out, just walk onto the main deck.
He just looks puzzled. Boys will be boys. As you step out and close the door. You step out and you're back out into the clouds here. The rest of you, what is it you're doing?
If I get a moment where no one's watching me, if I get that, people like looking away,
I would say
Or are people watching me?
most people aren't paying you any attention. You're sitting with the ram at this stage. Maybe Judge is be the only one in earshot if he's interested.
I am,
you
I
watching
am
me?
nearby. I think I'm looking at my steed and just kind of watching him. So since you're right there next to him, I think I would be
Judge,
listening.
I have to just readjust some things, if you wouldn't mind. I point at the ladies.
Oh, yes, and I'll turn around to face Diego.
Yeah.
Are you looking
and
at
as
me?
Nothing.
And as he turns away, I empty out my water skin
Mm-hmm.
and I start filling it with alcohol.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You
Like
fill it up
wine
with,
or something.
with alcohol. Okay. Yeah. With the wine. Right. Okay. Do you
Sure,
take one of
with
the
the
bottles and
wine.
replace it?
Yeah,
Okay. You
My
have now a
steed sees
whole
that,
bottle
right?
worth of water skin filled with wine.
in wine. Yeah, and then when they turn
Are
around,
you
I'm
trying to
just
do it
drinking-
sneakily?
Yeah.
Can I have you do a sleight of hand for me, please?
Oh my lord, I'm doing it in the
He's
mist.
right. My
No one's
steed's
watching
right
me.
there.
I'll allow it
Yeah,
an
okay,
advantage.
but-
I'll allow it an advantage because you are doing it within the mists as well.
Hey, 22. I know the steed is there, but
22.
Ashira doesn't know about the steed.
The steed doesn't notice this. I'm going to
Oh.
say with the 22, you've done this very sneakily.
Okay, and whenever I'll just be like, okay, and I'm drinking my water skin.
Yeah, you start sipping away. Yeah, you're sipping on that. Do you drink throughout the day? How is it you're planning to do this? Is it just like throughout the day you're gonna have occasional sips, or is it like? Explain it to me.
It's a little bit of a, I would even call it a little bit of an anxiety tick,
Okay.
because she's nervous. So like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, every time she doesn't know what to do with herself, she'll have a sip.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yep. That makes sense. So she has a little sip every time that she's feeling a little nervous or nervy from this this being ever so high off the ground. I think Ashira is quite grounded as a person, as a character, so it makes perfect sense. She's a little bit out of her element up here. Yeah, you guys are on the ship. Mirabelle, Sylas, what are you guys up to?
I guess I'm just still looking outside. Because, yeah, I mean, this is a new experience, and I think Mirabelle would really like it, you know, having a little bit of a cool mist on her face, as she's usually so hot all the time. I think she's enjoying herself for a little while, and then maybe her mind wanders to whatever the fuck Diego's doing, but I think sooner than... I suppose Ashira's will have plenty of time to do what she just did, but eventually, I mean, seeing as there's nothing more to see other than just mist and cloud and shit, I think she'll eventually go and join her.
Very nice. Yeah.
Like,
you head over and you see that Ashira's having a nice
sip
drink
of
of her water. Yeah.
Are you okay, Ashira? I noticed Zelis not with us. Did something happen?
Oh, you noticed, did you?
I mean, well, he's kind of hard to miss, no? I was just wondering if something happened.
He's in the stone.
Oh.
His stone. He's with me.
Oh, good. That's a relief. But seriously though, are you okay? You seem a bit off. Is it just the airship or something else up as well?
Okay.
As the smell of the wine penetrates my nostrils.
Yeah. Zel and I had a talk last night.
About what?
About Erendor?
Oh.
I can't say that we broke up because we weren't together, but we kind of broke up.
Oh no. Oh no, but He was so... Well, is it because... What even happened? Is it because of what you learned about Erendor? Did you learn anything about it?
Well, I learned that he probably was forced into this, and I think they're using his sister as leverage, which is interesting to you, Mirabelle, because his sister is Winzera.
She's trying to connect the dots. Oh, that's why the lady at the orphanage. Oh. Well, everything is connected, isn't it?
It seems that way.
But do you... If he's forced to do it, then maybe he's not at all evil, no? I mean, is that why you broke up? Because you still have feelings for him? You think you can get back together?
No. I wanted to take a step back because I want to be able to hear him out with a clear mind, and I didn't feel it was fair on Zel to feel like a second choice. I want to be able to hear the story. I need that closure. But then last night, I had a dream, and Glacia was there. And I started opening up this conversation out to the people that are also standing around so that they can listen in. Well, she told me that he's essentially destined to fail. To die, I think, is what she's trying to say. And she offered me an accord.
You can save him, no?
Well, she showed me different timelines in which he was either reaching out for me or ending his own life, turning away. Well, either way. She said that she could intervene, but it would cost me something or someone who she thinks is important to me.
So she is basically making you choose between him or probably Zel. Or your family, or...
Zel, family, yeah, or, well, it could be any of you, really.
I mean, she said she could intervene. But anyone else could intervene. We could intervene.
I hope that we can. I also spoke to Callista briefly. I was hoping that maybe
My eyes go wide.
she said that unfortunately it's not as easy for her to help. She was able to give me a blessing and, try and support, but she wouldn't be able to intervene in the way that Glacia probably can. So, I don't know what we're walking into, but perhaps it is good for all of you to know that is what I have been told.
So not kill him on sight.
No, please let me talk to him first.
Yes. I mean, honestly, after he told us after you told the whole story the first time, it was like, okay, this man needs to die. But now,
yeah, it was much easier to hate him.
I could always suggest him to speak to us. Not that I just tried it on someone else; it didn't work. But that's not the point.
What do you mean? When we see him?
Well, if we see him and he's reluctant to speak, maybe I'd be like, hey, I suggest you give us a chance and have a conversation.
Getting him alone might be hard.
I mean, yeah, I wish I could just have a sending stone or something. But the Nayar seems to be... What would I even say?
I don't know. Hey! It's me, Ashira. How you been, boo?
We could try, but when they tried to scry on him, all they got was Nayar.
True, but that was to see him. Maybe to relay a message? Perhaps it might work.
I think we need to be careful in case we are giving information to the enemy.
True.
Perhaps we shouldn't do it on aboard the ship. Maybe wait until we
Or
land at least.
I should pretend to be somebody else.
Like who?
It's me, Flavio, friend of Ashira.
Okay. Sure.
I have a message for you. This is it. Blag.
Why don't you...
Wait, I don't think that will work.
Oh.
I think he'll know it's me. He knows who I am, right? Of course he does. Look at me.
Really, you could put on a different voice, no?
Yeah, but I think if they know it's you, then they know it's you. I think that's part of the spell.
Oh, am I talking? Are they hearing my voice?
No, they hear me, but I would relay your message, because I'm casting the spell. By the way, that goes for anyone. If anyone wishes to send a message to anyone, I can chuck a message someone's way.
Maybe just say we need to talk. A. Like the letter A.
Okay.
Not A!
Well, if it comes from me, it'd be like, hey!
You know what? Why not? Do you need anything? Like any
Right now?
belongings?
No, don't be silly. Okay, let's lock in. So what do you want me to say?
We need to speak? A. Keep
That
it
it?
short. Sure, I guess whatever. Just be careful, because whatever else you say also goes through, right? So don't be like, oh, and by the way, we're on the ship. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. I would like to cast Sending to Arendor.
Okay. You try and cast it?
I will cast the spell.
Cool. What do you do?
Hello. It is I, Diego, friend of Ashira. I have a message. She wishes to speak. Eh? I think that's it, right, Ashira? Okay, good. As I start talking to Ashira at the end of my sentence, and it just sends.
Okay, yeah. You send this. The spell definitely works. You speak the final word of the spell, you know, which is part of, I think that's it, Ashira. Ashira being the last word that goes through. And for a moment you feel it. Familiar pull of the magic being sent, like a thread cast into the distance. You just feel like it's being sent out, and it's so familiar to you because you've done this before. You've felt it come the other way, but then you feel like that is intercepted. And for a moment, just it feels like it doesn't quite reach, and it just gets pulled elsewhere. It travels, it's swift and silent, and as if through the unseen currents, and then something catches it. It's not a barrier or a ward, it's not resistance. It's like a hand. And you feel it, it's like cold, curious, and watching. Your message, you feel it slows. Like you can feel the tangible pull of this, and then the grasp, and then slow. The words you sent begin to distort in your mind. And in the silence where a reply should come, you hear a different voice. Soft and amused, you just hear, not for him. The connection stops. And the magic dies in your chest like a breath. Before you can catch it.
Oh, okay. Either Arendor has taken up smoking, or somebody else just answered.
What did they say?
Not for him, but before they did that, they went, which was very weird. I don't know how many words that counts as.
Can I have an Arcana check from you, Diego, please?
Oh shit.
Shira also like adds to that. Wouldn't we just hear anything else they say after
know what?
that?
Lucky.
7. Ooh.
Let's use the lucky.
Yeah.
17.
Okay, with a 17, first of all, you don't expend the spell slot.
Oh.
This wasn't a failure. You can tell that your message was intercepted mid-transit, mid-cast. As though you went to send the spell and it was tugged before you could finish. Ripped away from you. Yeah, with the 17, you definitely would feel that. It's clearly been taken as the message was on its way there, almost like snatched out of the air.
Yeah, I don't know. You know how we had all of this, like, intercepting stuff before that we were told of? I feel like, maybe is it... I can't remember her name, but, bird brain lady, crazy woman. Maybe she's intervening.
Bird brain lady.
The one that controls the ravens, crows, whatever they are. It sounded feminine, the voice. Or maybe it's the crow itself.
Seraphine? Well, the crow.
That's
the
the
crow
one.
is. The crow is
But maybe
supposed
it's
to be.
Naya, yes.
You want to
Yeah.
try
No, what-
another target and see if it's
Yeah, what if
just
I
this-
what if I
You
send
try-
it to Naya?
You can try Morgrith.
I don't think I want to do
That
that
is.
one.
I think you should. I think that'd be really funny, actually. If you send
You know what? I won't do that one, but maybe I just send one directly to Naya, eh? Just be like, hey, bitch,
Does that work?
fuck off.
Well,
Oh,
if
why
it is
not?
the same voice that responds, then we know who you
Great
just.
idea. Okay, I'll do it. And I begin plucking the cords again and cast sending towards Naya, the crow. Or nah.
I
And I just
guess,
say,
yeah, okay.
hello, it's me, Diego. So, I'm pretty sure you just stopped my message. Would you just not? That would be nice. Is there anything else? And then it cuts off as I'm trying to say to Ashira, is there anything else I should ask? If they're on a different plane, there's a 5% chance it fails, right? I think that's how the spell works. Let me just pull it up again. There's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive if they're on a different plane of existence.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. It's interesting. Yeah. Okay, you speak the words again, Diego, and this time it's more direct. There's no searching, there's no guessing. It
connects.
sends. You send it to the one who you believed answered you. The magic leaves you instantly. You feel the thread the way it should. There's no
went.
resistance, there's no delay.
The signal is really good up here.
You know it arrives. And this time, something answers. The world around you doesn't change, but your senses narrow. This isn't the response. The world around you doesn't change, but your senses feel like they narrow, like the sound of the air wisping past you goes dull, and the air almost feels like it stills. And then in your head, a voice. Not in your ears, behind your thoughts, right deep where you were thinking of what to say. The place that's usually empty for Diego, where thoughts happen, right?
Occasionally, it's something bounces around.
It's
like the
amused.
DVD logo.
It's an amused tone. It's measured and it's ancient in a way that storms feel ancient, you know, that like there's something visceral about it. You hear in the same voice, Diego, There's a pause. Like you can feel the smile that you can't see. You do not knock. You throw your voice. Do not knock. You throw your voice into the sky and hope it lands where you wish. How many is that? 19? There's a faint sensation that brushes against your mind, and you feel the goosebumps on your skin rise up. Like, it feels like... Oh, what does it feel like? It feels like a feather or a duster gently going against glass. Like it's a very smooth, gentle stroke as you just feel this unnerving, uncomfortable feeling as with the last 6 words, you hear... Actually, he's a god, fuck it. I did not stop your message. I did not stop your message. I chose where it would not go. You speak his name too freely. There are eyes that follow threads like yours. Yours is already brightened. There's a soft like shift in his tone, almost like curious. And yet you asked so nicely. Danger. Do not send to him again. You wish to speak, then me. For we are one in the same. It severs. You feel it almost like it exits your mind. There's a sharp pain at the back of your head, almost like he was just in there. And then it's gone. And the air returns around you. The whisper of the air begins to fill your head again, the ears. You can hear the sounds as if you were just here. Because whatever you whispered just answered you. And now knows you by name.
Okay, that was not nice. Yeah. Oh, okay, so, I don't know what provider Nia goes with, but they get a lot more words than I do. Here we go. And I relay the entire message, which I have actually wrote down, so if anyone needs it, I can tell them it.
Thank God, because I haven't.
Yeah, it's alright, I wrote it as we spoke. Okay. Apparently, they said that they did not stop my message, they just chose where it would not go.
Okay.
So they chose where it wouldn't go, not where it went.
Right.
It's confusing. Anyway, then they started saying that we speak his name too freely, and that, threads like ours are being watched by eyes, and mine or ours is already brighter. They also said that I asked very nicely. Yes, I think that just, jargon of sort of stuff, that bullshit that they say. Anyway, they said do not send to him again, meaning Erendor, and that if I wish to speak to him, that I should speak to it. Him? Naya. Because they are the same.
Right. Well...
I don't know if that cleared anything up, or made things even more confusing, but I could send another to Erendor just to piss it off if you want me to.
Well, I mean, if you want to do it at nighttime to keep him awake, by all means, go for it, but... I think I will want to try and speak to Erendor, but without that thing in his brain.
I think that might be a little bit difficult.
Right. I will spend the next Maybe I can pick Jinglethorn's brain about this to see if he knows how to remove unwanted spirit beasts from your brain.
That's probably a good idea.
Yes. She takes another swig of her water skin.
Yeah. I'm not going to need a constitution save yet, but it will come, just so you know.
Okay.
Oh, while we're on the topic of not so good things, I just spoke to Corvus trying to get his room from him. Just so you know, he asked me to cast Suggestion on Elirr to trap him in a cage for 8 hours. Now, that's pretty fucking dark if you ask me, so I tried to cast it on him, he then succeeded, and then was like, by the way, Diego, bye-bye, and then shut the door like a prick. So, I don't know if we want to fuck him up at some point, but I'm down.
Well, we could play a prank on him.
I think maybe.
Where did
maybe
Judge go?
I do think there might be some hurt between Corvin and Elirr as well. I think if anyone wants to fuck him up, I think Elirr deserves the first blow.
Yes, better yet, I told Jinglethorn, and his response was, boys would be boys. The fuck is that all about? He's a prick too.
Wow. Perhaps he's so old that he doesn't know what it's like to be a boy anymore.
Maybe I'll try to take his room next instead.
That would be funny.
See the size
Where
of his
did
bed?
Judge
He's
go?
a gnome.
You could share.
If I was in there with him, he wouldn't even know.
Yeah. Well, there you go then. Just sneak in.
Oh, dear. All
I
right.
see Diego fold his arms, pondering the thought.
Okay. Suggestion on Jinglethorn. So I'm going to say that for the sake of brevity, you guys spend the day here on this boat, on this airship, doing what it is you're doing throughout the afternoon. Is there anything anybody wants to do in that time before getting to the evening? I'm going to start with Elirr, and then we'll come to Sylas. Elirr.
Yeah, why I went with Elariel was that I wanted to also ask her what exactly is she doing for Jinglethorn. Like, I know she also is into the elemental research, and such. And yeah, I'm just curious to find out more information that he might not be telling us, and also specifically towards these cages. After hearing that I was in similar form and shape.
She mentions that he was advised about the disturbances with beasts or elementals from another plane. And as she is a member of basically one of the highest classes for Master Jinglethorn, that she agreed to help him in identifying and capturing these elemental disturbances. These planar disturbances, if you like, which is these beings on the ship that you see. She mentions that they're actually, most of them don't really have a form. They don't appear to be hostile in any way. It's the equivalent of capturing, for example, a deer that slipped through the cracks, or a rabbit, rather than capturing like a leopard. These are pretty docile creatures. They're just lost.
After what Judge slipped when we met them, saying that I was in a cage, I kind of tell her, I guess, that what if she knows, rather, I would ask, I guess.
She advises that she was informed that you were once something similar to these creatures, but she doesn't know in what way. That's all she knows, is that you were something similar to them. And that's why she's extra... When she says this to you, she says that's also why she looks at them and approaches them with kindness as opposed to hostility. Whereas Corvin is very much throw the cage up get it in, let's go. She's more, let's gently usher them towards the cage. But that it's for their
Well-
own protection because it's keeping their planar essence together.
I guess I would tell her that I appreciate that. That she cares. And if she I would be open to know more, like how do they do that? Just to know more about the work, but not.
She mentions to you that they appear to be drawn to fire magic. So casting, for example, firebolt in a location, they are also interested in fire. They didn't appear to react when Mirabelle entered the boat, but it's hard to say because they're basically in a blocker of a cage at the moment. Almost like everything is suppressed to just that. Try and keep them in place. But they're from the plane of fire. At least that's where they believe most of them are, based on how they respond. And Jinglethorn, she mentions Jinglethorn felt a disturbance with the plane of fire. He is a master of planar teleportation and has done a lot of research into different planes. That's the one he feels these are from.
Okay.
But yeah. Anything else from Elirr?
I would like to if for me, if she joins up, it's fine. But later, I would like to seek out Sylas and that we can check out that potion that Mirabelle gave him to analyze.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys will definitely have time to do that on this journey, on this travel. Potentially later this evening as well.
Yeah.
Sylas, we come to you. What is
Yes.
it that you have been doing?
That's a very good question since I didn't want to break immersion
Yes.
between the conversation between the rest. So I was like, I'll just wait a moment. But Sylas, before we left the city going into the clouds, he was like looking down and he's like mesmerized by the fact that he's like in the clouds now, can feel them. He has seen them, but he has never touched them like this high. So he's really mesmerized by it. His mind drifts away for a bit, pondering on like everything that has happened until now, but specifically remembering the conversation with Ashira and Diego in the hallway of the airship, where he is told terms like the fly high Mao club. That like, what is even that? Just making up his mind about what he has to do, could do, his options and that kind of stuff. But also for the sake of brevity, he would have like wandered over towards the conversation because he probably noticed people were around. He will not ask Ashira what's in the bag. He will not check that. But he will hear the conversation between the three, just to remember the stuff that is being said.
Perfect, yeah. And I'd say that as the others are doing these different things, Sylas, you notice that after some time, after everybody you see Diego contemplating, you see Ashira and Mirabelle having this conversation, you hear Judge walk inside, and as he does so, Jinglethorn walks out, and behind him is this navigator. You overhear Jinglethorn basically says, well, now that we have our route planned, I will liaise with Master Moblet at the front, the helm. I will ensure that we follow your navigation. Thank you again for your time, Saren. Been an honor to work with you and your star maps. As he just nods and heads towards the front, and she goes, anytime. I'm honored to be included in this. As he sort of nods at him, and as she stands at the door, she looks over at you, Sylas. She just looks to you.
You would have
Hi.
seen me stare at her from the moment she stepped out of the room.
Hi there, Sylas. I have some time now if you'd like to have a conversation. I might have some interesting things to show you if you'd like to join me.
Wait, already? That's so soon.
Well, I have. If you're a druid of the stars, which I believe you are, I have these maps as she gestures to her hip. These are star maps of Liara Sylvanthal, one of the first keepers of balance. She drew these in the name of Sylvana herself. Perhaps you would like to take a look.
Wait,
What
do you have the star maps of Liara Sylvanthal herself?
Well, yes, I do, yes. Master Jinglethorn was the one who was given them by the Sylvanthal family many years ago for safekeeping purposes. And ever since, we've traveled the world, collecting artifacts and relics and seeing what it was she marked all those years ago. It's been quite a story, quite an adventure. Would you like to take a look?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Please, if you'll join me inside, I would open them in there rather than out here in the open. They haven't seen much of the mist from the clouds, and it can potentially damage the scrolls.
Yeah. I'll join and like squeeze myself past Diego and
Diego's just there.
the steed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like the steed, and then
Diego turns and realizes there was a whole conversation next to him. He's like, "Oh, sorry," just like awkwardly steps
standing in the
aside.
middle.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
As-
Hey, Shadow, got any wine?
As she takes you in, I would say that
I don't
Judge will
know.
come to you in a second, but you're on the other side of the room as she leads you over. She lays out on the table here, Sylas, on the map. She lays out one of the star maps as the door is closed and there's no mist running through the room like it appears. You see she lays this star map out, and as she unrolls the scroll, you recognize immediately the glowing ink that appears to be used here, the magical runes. They form the constellations you have studied at the Druid Grove. The stars that you recognize represent the different prime gods. You recognize the faint beginnings of what looks to be Thalassa's constellation. It looks like this is a living map in itself, reflecting the heavens that you've seen many a time. The other thing you recognize is Luriel and the prophecy that you would one day, as the Wolfborn, return the Grove of Sylvana and restore it. She doesn't know
Like,
this,
is that-
but you can see these.
I can see those, like
Mhm.
these outlines, and just to be sure for myself, this map just looks like a normal star map to her,
Yes,
but I see those glowing outlines.
she would see the same glowing like points for the different constellations. You know what they represent. She also appears to recognize the different prime gods and things. The Luriel one, you recognize the prophecy and you know what it means as you've had it explained to you by a literal spirit beast god. So you know exactly what it refers to. But she puts her hand over towards Sylvana, and behind Sylvana you see is Luriel's faint outline. It's just the points of what would be the wolf's face, but it's enough for you to recognize that this constellation is his. You've seen it on the night sky, the canopy above. And as she opens it to show you and you have a look, you can't help but feel like this is a almost identical picture to what you see when you look up. And as she looks at you, you notice that her eyes are so wide just watching what you're doing. And there's a glow about her that's almost ethereal. And she says to you, you know, there are no clouds obscuring our view of the heavens from up here. You see the world beneath you, but you also see the stars above. The plains, what they represent, all of what we have been doing with Master Jinglethorn, all of the adventures we have followed and come across in our travel, all of the relics that we've uncovered as she looks to Danica here. These are very fortunate times we live in, that we can live the prophecies of the stars themselves. I've always wondered where my place could be among the stars.
I just trace my fingers like aligned to the stars, as I can see on the map.
Do you
Now,
touch it?
obviously, I don't touch it. I'm like very
Okay.
faintly above it. I know this is very precious material.
Yeah.
So I don't touch it for now.
As
but
you
I do
go to do
trace-
so, as you place your hand like less than an inch away from it, where the lasso would be, you see there's a glow from your hand, almost like the ASMR seeping through, and you can make out the faint outlines of the lasso. You can make out the faint outlines of L'Oreal, almost like they are there, they're being, rather than just the points of the map, as she just looks to you with awe. How did you... You are...
What?
You're an Aasimar.
Yep. Yeah, I am.
Oh, this is... You're fascinating, Sylas. I would be honored to watch the stars with you. Would you
and
care
I
to join me?
Yeah, yes. As I try to regain my composure, my mind is I split between studying this map and what is on it and what it represents, and at the same time I'm also thinking about, like, again, what Diego said, what Ashira said, this woman standing beside me, inviting me to investigate the stars, and like very confused about the message that is being given to me. Yeah, but eventually I regained myself. Yes, we should definitely see the stars tonight. Like, never been this close to them.
She's like nodding along with you, but she's leaning in so close to you. Yeah, the stars. And like she's looking in your eyes so intently. This is a lot of pressure. She's like full on involved. And then you hear Danica sort of goes and sort of nudges the table slightly. Perhaps you could use the deck this evening, Seren. As Seren sort of composes this. Yes. This evening. Sorry, forgive me, I got lost in your eyes.
Wait. What? Why?
I'm a Celestar. Our people have read the stars for many years. We are somewhat connected to the astral plane. I don't know what you know of us, but I'd be honored to tell you this evening, perhaps over a drink underneath the stars.
I
if it's
would
not
like
too
to do
forward.
a history check.
Yes, absolutely.
Me knowing stuff about Celestar.
Absolutely. Go for it.
8. I'm so distracted by her looks.
You don't know for sure. You've heard Celestar mentioned once or twice. It sounds cool. That's it.
Cool.
Is there a potted plant near me? Can I just
there is.
tip
There's
it
one
over?
plant on the left.
Yeah. Can I just tip it over? Just to
You knock
toss
it over.
down to knock it over.
It just cracks on the ground, and there's like soil on the floor.
Oops. Yeah.
The moment it crashes, I look up, but instinctively, I just touch her arm, like something's happening, and I just touch her arm.
You feel immediately as you touch her is she presses closer to you. It's not purposeful. It's just like she responds positively towards it. Like she moves towards you when you press her. I'm so sorry. It started me.
It's okay.
And Danica sort of goes, sorry, I'll help you tidy this up. Excuse me, I don't know. Jinglethorn likes to water this. She begins to sort of put it back up and try and piece it together. You see that she casts a little bit of magic and it like reforms slightly.
I'm kind of big and
not at
didn't
all.
want to interfere the conversation.
No, not at all. I
Knock
think
the plan over in the process.
Yeah, it happens. I understand
okay.
completely. As she's sort of like,
Accidents happen.
Sylas, maybe you two should keep talking about your Celeste, whatever.
It's called
the hell
Celestial.
this is. Yeah, right. Whatever this is going on between you two.
I think
you
I thought
you
would
were
know the
interested
word,
in
but-
Warforges, were you not? You're like the engineer of the ship, right? Okay, everyone's ignoring me today. Hey, head down.
I'm not the engineer. I'm just
The engineer's downstairs.
I'm just a scholar.
Right,
Uh,
you're the scholar.
sorry, this potted plant here is very delicate.
Nope, I get it.
Jinglethorn.
I feel like I've been thrust into the weirdest situation I've ever been in my life, and I've been alive for a long time, so this is not.
I would like a conversation at some stage. I've rarely come across Warforged, especially of your kind and make. I hope that's not too much to ask. But if you're looking for the engineer, she's downstairs. Brits is her name.
I was trying to get away from this conversation, so I was trying to start a conversation with you, I guess, because you didn't want any part of this one either. This weird
Darren rarely
sexual
shows
thing they got going on here.
She rarely shows such interest in the men she
Yeah.
attracts.
Yeah. Sylas is the same way, you know. He's a bit off, but hey, he's a good egg, I guess. He's a good guy. Good guys. You want to just step out of this room? Let them.
Yes, I should
Do your thing.
actually probably
Right.
dust my boots as she steps
Slam
through.
the door shut.
As it's just you and her in the room. Well, Sylas, perhaps when the stars are out this evening, we could share a drink on the deck. Just look for me, ask for me when you're ready, and I can help show you what I know of stars above. If that's
I'm
what you'd
very
like.
triggered about what she says about the stars above.
Okay.
So I will like, I like that kind of vibe. Like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's been
Okay.
a very long time since I've heard that phrase.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
leaving the grove. So yeah, that triggers me to just fuck you, Matt. Just to see, to say yes.
I look forward to it then. There's no pressure at all either, as I don't mean to be too forward, but I can't help but feel something here. Have a good day, Sylas. I hope to see you
I
later this
completely
evening.
go over the message that she feels something down. Like
Okay.
not down there. No, not going there.
Yeah.
That she feels something like that. As my hand is like still going over the map,
Mm-hmm.
probably like seeing those outlines with my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will say, just because I think it'd be interesting to mention, as you put your hand on it and you're going over the different details, you notice that there's something everywhere, and the prime gods each have a sort of shadow behind them, like a marker of sorts, something that appears, but then one of them doesn't. The constellation is there, but what you know to be Fervis, the god of chaos, there is no shadow behind it. It's just very faint stars where it should be.
I just go over that, but I will remember that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I'll see you tonight.
See you this evening. Night.
And not just like venture back outside.
She's unlike she's not giggly, but she's definitely, in a matured and composed way, she's definitely got a bit of a smile to her face, and you see that she's sort of like happy with herself about this. As she goes to like roll up the star map and put it back into the case that she holds at her side. Okay. For the sake of brevity, you guys spend your afternoon here. You end up traveling over a lot of Terra Mora. You see different areas beneath you. You see the roads that you've been on. Some of you have traveled. You can see what looks like different cities in the distance. You can see the occasional mountain and a hill that's sort of slightly more concealed than others. You can see rivers cutting through the landscape. As the day goes by, I'm going to say that you guys spend most of the day on the journey here. Can I just check, as we're coming to time sort of now, is everybody okay to go for another few minutes, or is anybody in a rush to come to a close? All okay? Yep. Perfect. So now that we've done the time check, I think yeah, you guys end up spending most of your day on the ship. It then turns to later in the evening. The air begins to cool, even more so than it already was, as you're quite elevated here. The air cools around you. It begins to darken. The night sky appears above, but it's still a little bit cloudy. As we come to tonight, what are people doing?
First off, I've attuned to my, we're calling them
Braces of power.
Braces of ogre power?
Yes.
Because they're not gauntlets, they're just going to be like
They're
braces up the forearm.
like the
both.
genie from Aladdin.
Yeah,
yeah. I like it.
And due to this, my strength goes from a 7 to a 19, which is a plus 12 increase, which is nuts. So I become Swolego. Basically, I don't think he changes too much in appearance. I just think all of his muscles are just super defined. So he still keeps his like lithe sort of like build, but just whereas before he was maybe skinnier than opposed to muscular and lithe, he's now like quite muscular. Yeah.
Would you say he's a little bit heavier? Is the muscles more defined?
I'd say so.
Yeah. Can I have an
definitely.
athletics check from you, please?
Just a flat athletics check?
Flat athletics, yeah.
6. There's a nat 1.
Yeah, okay, that fits. Diego is still getting used to his new body, so he's a little bit awkward, a little bit clumsier than he usually is, because he's finding that he opens doors faster, or when he walks, he's occasionally heavy. You're more top heavy than you remember. So when you go to turn, for example, you feel yourself almost out of balance. Almost like you're on a ship that's wavy, but you're not.
That's what I blame it on the entire time.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah, that's what happens, and I'd say that
this
lasts
damn
just
turbulence.
this evening. Yeah. What's turbulence? No, you spend basically the next few hours just getting adjusted.
Sure.
Takes maybe the evening. Yeah. Perfect.
Cool.
But yeah, you're now Spolego as he appears to the rest of you, slightly more defined, a little bit more chiseled than you remember, as he comes on outside onto the deck. What do you guys do?
Ashira doesn't notice because she's been drinking her wine and she's getting at the end of it.
Oh, you're getting near the end of the. Okay, yeah, definitely.
Well, it's been a couple hours.
I will say
So
Constitution
I'd
at
say.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Constitution save at disadvantage.
Check or save?
Save.
Did you say?
Save. 7.
7.
Yeah, that's you're tipsy. You have been for about the last hour.
Yep.
Feels like the whole boat is spinning. Or going like this.
Oh. I think she's hanging into the grates, you know, where the stone is underneath the massive rock.
Yeah.
Just sort of hanging over that.
Okay. The rest of you. As Ashira's looking a little bit. Ooh.
So, what is the plan? Are we drinking? What are we doing this evening?
I was gonna say I'm probably gonna go towards the cook Bron,
yeah.
Maybe help him out a little bit, and then make sure there'll be drinks coming up.
Yeah, you help him maybe cook up some food. I'd say you guys probably had dinner with him. He would have served like a very simple, basically soup and salad kind of dinner with like some fresh bread, and especially because you mentioned it earlier, a wheel of cheese for the rounds as well. Everybody would have had some drinks available. Ashira, you're already tipsy, so it doesn't matter. But he also informed you, Mirabelle, as you asked him. He goes, "Oh yeah, welcome to it. Just help yourselves." Actually, here you go. As he opens up a barrel, and there's just bottles of wine and various other drinks. You would also, I guess, it depends if they've told you, but Diego and Ashira both have a lot on them as well. Yeah, just
I don't think they've told me
What are you
just
talking
yet.
about?
don't take the piss, though.
yeah.
Suppose if you're gonna have one, just give me one, yeah? I'll have a drink or two.
Of course.
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
when you're done, I mean, I assume he's still like finishing up or like
just
doing the
cleaning
washing
up,
up
yeah.
or something, and then by all means, come join us.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to do so. Yeah, I'll bring a bottle of my own for tonight as well.
Ah, that's great. And I guess I'll go upstairs with like maybe like a serving tray or something with a couple of like a bunch of glasses and a few bottles, and then as soon as I get out the door and I see just a wall Lego, I'm just like stopping dead in my tracks.
Very nice. Yeah, you get bottles. Yeah. As he then tries to help you as well, like take a couple up with you to the others. He's like, "Oh, I'll be there. Don't worry. You can carry 3 brews." That's why they call me that. Barrels. 3 barrels it should have been, but didn't like the name. Connotations that I'm big and I don't like it. So, yeah, 3 brews. Let me grab them as he helps you lift them up onto the top deck.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. So Bran joins you all on the top deck for some drinks as he goes out in the air. Oh, it's blimmin' cold out here. Can I stay close to you? Do you mind? You're a little bit warmer.
Sure.
Purely because you're like a little bit warmer. That's all. Nothing personal. I'm just a bit of a cold glutton. Don't like the stuff.
Honestly, I'm a bit scared of creating a fire on a wooden ship, but maybe I could create a little fire for us to sit around, but I wouldn't want to if it's not safe.
Oh no, it's fine as long as we do it over the grate. As he
Oh, great!
pulls...
I'll start creating a little fire then. If he pulls out some
Yeah, it's
I don't know,
almost like a
leaves.
little bonfire pit, like a brazier basically, in the center over here, and he just sets up little space over the grate. This way, if any of the coal dust gets on it, we can open it up and clean it later on, and if there's any rainfall, it washes down as well into Grits and I are, and we clean it anyway, so it's fine. All right, he's used to the soot and whatnot. So, drinks for everyone then. Yeah.
Yes, certainly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm also still just staring at Diego, by the way.
Yeah.
You need a hand with that? And I like reach out to take the serving tray.
Oh, hey. She's got it.
Okay.
Did something happen? You look different.
Oh! I tune to the braces. You like? And I like flex.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
She's just looking him up and down like, mm-hmm.
I was pretty good before, but good improvement. Didn't think it was possible.
You
Apparently
hear
it is.
from the ground. Diego, never take them off again.
What? Excuse me?
You
Why?
heard.
But if you take them off, will you suddenly like deflate or something? How does that even work?
That's a great question.
Not one I'm keen to explore this evening. And I give him a wink.
He smiles, and then immediately in his brain, he's like, I need to unattune to them in private so I know what happens. Like, it's immediately what he's thinking.
Yeah. I would say that Lariel joins you, Elirr, into joining the circle, and Darren follows you out. Or actually, she joins a little bit later on, but she does come out as the sun sets in the horizon. Danica, Judge, She shows an interest in you. She's very interested in learning more about you as a warforged. She mentions to you throughout the evening that she's got a little bit of the writing up to do, and she's uncovered a couple of relics that she's seen that refer to the creation of Warforged and their history, and that she really has an interest in learning more about you and your make. And she would see you outside later that evening, so she's out there for when you're ready as well. She maybe goes out and she's got her own cup that's like a little wooden cup that she fills up with drinks throughout the evening. It's filled with wine, but yeah, she's there like, oh.
So, it's very nice having all this company. Bran, you rarely come out for a drink. It's good to see you out here as well.
Oh yeah, I'm just figured we got all his company, he's got to make sure someone doesn't drink all the drinks again, The wine keeps going missing. Yeah, probably Moblit over there. As Moblit sort of looks over, just, you say something? Nothing, mate, don't worry. Yeah, somebody's been drinking all the wine. So, yeah, how long you guys been here? You guys good?
Are they talking to us now or to
Wait,
each other? Because
you guys,
like,
How long have we been here on this ship?
Well, I know
pretty
you
much
came
once
in
it
earlier,
took off.
Well, you were in Stonehaven for a while, weren't you? How long were you there, then?
Oh, Stonehaven. Well, a little while. Maybe like just shy of a week.
Shy of a week? Oh, not very long at all, then. Been on this boat longer than you've been in Stonehaven?
Well, that's not true, is it?
What do you mean?
We got on it today.
No, I've been here.
Oh,
You've had too
I thought
much
about
cheese,
yourself.
you have. Gone in your ears, you're getting blocked up.
sorry, Bron. You're a
Bran,
interesting
it is.
man.
Bran.
Bron.
Yep.
Bingo, bongo. Yes, it's fine.
Rango.
Okay.
I like it. That's good. It's good.
Nice.
You got a bit of a rhythm to you. You look different as well.
Yes.
Maybe it's the lighting.
Must be the cheese.
Could be. It's good cheese, that stuff. Anyways, should we have some drinks then?
I think we are already drinking.
Well,
but yes.
I'm gonna open up a new one as he opens up a keg.
Nice.
And just like inside is just like beer, and he gets a cup and just scoops it out. Boy, this is stuff that. Moblit looks a little bit concerned in the distance, but he just sort of brushes it off and continues to look forward as it looks like Daryl's taken the wheel for the night. So what do you guys do?
drink.
We have drinks, I think, and
We
just,
have drinks. We've been trying to drink them.
Yeah,
Okay, you guys have drinks?
I think we just
You-
Have
chill.
a few drinks
Have
until
on deck.
it's good
Okay.
enough to view stars.
Yeah, until like nighttime.
Yeah, so
I
you guys
guess.
have drinks. It becomes nightfall. It's definitely cooler, but you've got a brazier in front of you. The fire is there. Judge is nowhere to be seen as he's inside somewhere.
I would tell Oswald to just kind of keep me updated on the night. If anything goes wrong, to let me know.
Mhm.
I'm going to the very bottom of the ship, and I'm gonna find like my own little corner.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm just gonna spend some time after this weird conversation. I literally just got thrusted into watching. I would go to a quiet corner, and I think at this point, I think Judge is just sipping through memories of Mordred, and I guess he's trying to see the like what he became and then what he was before, and I think he's just trying to decide within himself, and then just kind of slipping through other memories as well. It's kind of like a slippery slope almost.
Yeah, you start picturing the man you once knew as Mordred, who you knew as your father, and how he was. You picture how you last remembered him before he became the Lich. Pictured him as somebody who was gradually becoming more and more aggressive, more and more hungry for knowledge, he called it. More demanding of his people and his employ and everybody who worked for him. Less fair and just towards Walters, who you knew very well, of course. and more demanding of you.
I think he also sees the memories of, when Judge had kids or Gamma had kids. He was a good grandpa. I mean, he'd take them out and showed them a lot of different things, and so I think he's just sipping through all these good times and even some of the bad times as well.
Yeah.
I guess he's just trying to learn who these people are, as he's just kind of got all these memories back, and he just wants to see what it was like. So I think that's just kind of what he's doing.
I think there's a few core memories of yourself and your father when he first took you into Talon, and all the good that you knew he was trying to do for the people of Shroudhaven. All the good that he was promising people to bring in and put Shroudhaven on the map. Create work for people. The day that of your wedding to Willow as Gamma, and he was so proud. He gave a speech. He held you in his arms, and he was so proud of you and the man you became. And then you can't help but feel the glimpses of how you last remembered him and how they were just stark contrasts of the same person. How it almost feels like a completely different person.
I think the one memory that does stick out, though, was the day he was adopted by Mordred and his family. Just finally having, just that feeling of having a family, I think, is what really sticks with him. And just being taught, like, all these different lessons and stuff. And I think it does end up at that final few moments when he does last see him. I think the one prominently was just that room he walked into that day, and just seeing all the people he loved in one place, and seeing the massacre that happened there. I think it just, you can't help but think about it.
Yeah. It's like every good memory that comes in has this dark undertone behind it. This flash that you're trying so hard to hold on to these happy memories, but every time you go to reach for one, it's like there's this shroud of pain around it. And as you spend time here thinking, reminiscing about this, you feel a warmth from Hildegard. You recognize it's her, as she just says to you, one day the decision will have to be yours, Judge. You will need to make a difficult choice. But he cannot be left to corrupt further. As the picture of your father, the way he once was, the happiest you remember him, is in your mind. This comes flooding in. I will be with you at your side always. The glow dissipates. Yeah.
I think after hearing that, he just I think he just goes full shutdown. And I think now that he's heard those words, I think he's trying to shift away from his dad and instead just think about Willow and try to get to know her, as this is someone he's
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'd say that you start to picture these images and these memories, and they start to begin. It's like you're getting fragments that are just piecing together, and you're trying to remember the person for who they were, not how you remember them, but who they actually were. And as you're spending time doing this, the others are all upstairs on the deck getting hammered. No, what are you guys doing up here on deck? As the night comes in, you've all had a couple drinks.
I think Elirr would tell the rest what they've been talking about a bit, about what they've been doing on the ship. So what do you guys think we're gonna find at our destination?
Well,
Great question.
I think
Trouble.
Jinglethorn told us that we need to be prepared for everything and anything. And that you would be the ones we need to aid, as Seren says that to the group.
So, are we going straight there, or are we planning to stop somewhere in between for the cages? You mentioned ley lines.
Well, the aim is to bring these to the Grove of Sylvana, where the ley line is strongest in this region. Presumably, we should be able to release them there, and they will find their way back. Jinglethorn would be able to open a portal, if at all just briefly, once we deal with the immediate threat.
Wait, could there be like a connection between the Grove of Sylvana and that point being the strongest in energy? It's
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's where Sylvana, the goddess of nature, it's where she chose for the prayers to be had, the holiest of grounds. It's where magics of natural order are at their strongest. It's why we believe the plains opened here at some point. And it's what Jinglethorn fears most from the Calderim. But enough on that. For now, a drink. A toast. To you all. And to our airship. The Glimmerwake. As she goes to take a drink.
Oh, hell no.
Name pending, but as she
He's
takes
not
a
even
drink,
here.
I know.
I think
the worst thing.
that is where we're gonna call tonight's session. As you guys are having a couple drinks, we'll pick up to the events you get up to with tonight in next session, and potentially what Zell has been up to as he and you feel, Ashira, at the mention of the Glimmerwake, you feel the stone rustle in your pocket. But yes.
I feel it rustle.
Yeah, as it like begins to shake. But that's the end of today's session. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like we could have been on this deck having drinks and asking questions for the next 3 hours. So I want to close in on that and see what you guys get up to. If you have any questions about what's happening between now and next session, let me know. I imagine next session we may have a couple nights pass by. So please let me know and have a think about what it is you guys would like to do over the next couple days here on the ship, which is tentatively referred to as the Glimmerwake. Yes, let me know. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. Until next time, we should hopefully have Zelentrus next week as well. So we'll have a full group. And until then, we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.